qui là sont douilles dans chaque couleur sans sourire. Si nos pulsations jouent à contre-temps, mon amour reste à temps. Tendre l'amour, tendre la vie, fleurir en couleur. Sur la toile, notre vie s'écrit. Adieu. Adieu.
All right! Welcome everyone to the second Xvault stream. Hello, Sensor 1080, Fatal Phantom, Jacob, Ghost City Novel, Black Cobra, Oleander Rainbow, Blast 1314. How are y'all doing tonight? Yo, dude, I am fucking tired. I had to run some errands earlier today, which is why the stream had to get pushed back a couple hours. But man, I am fucking exhausted. But we have a job here. So the plan currently is to cover at least 2 videos. Right? That's the plan. So we're not doing Reforged today. Straight up. Just there's another fucking shitty take that he put out. Once again, defending his shitty fucking Elden Ring video. And I'm going to say that for the video tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow's video. Fuck it. There's no real news that's really worth covering right now. Or at least not like what's worth for the full thing, right? But, so we're going to do Xvault, obviously, and MBG. Those are the 2 ones we're going to focus on today. But, also, hey! Once again, I want to give a big shout out to Otendo for the incredible new crab figures you guys can see on the screen here. He's fucking adorable. Look at him, right? He's fucking adorable. Look at this guy. Yeah, right? Well, unfortunately, you see, Alex decided to commission him for something else for this stream. That will appear whenever someone donates $50. So, yeah. I don't think we'll get any donos for tonight, so we're not going to see it probably for a bit, which is fine. That's happy for me. But, yeah, there is something. I have something for when someone donates 50 now. Thanks to Alex and his fucking insane mind. That bread looking kind of sus? What you talking about? Is it the crab cake? Don't worry. It's, it's something. It's fucking something, chat. I tell you what. Oh, man. Dude. Okay, hold on. Because there's something I want to bring up first and foremost before we do anything else. Let me just get this screenshot set up. Because I want to talk about this real fucking quick. Okay. So, as you guys saw earlier this week, Xbox announced that, they're working on the next consoles, right? Which is no surprise. Anyone with a brain could have seen that coming, right? And they talked about their partnership with AMD and how AMD is gonna move beyond just making chips, custom chips for Xbox, which means they're probably gonna have a more closer relationship with them, right? Well, you see, local retard Puerto Rock, in his infinite wisdom, decided, nah, I'm gonna showcase my utter inability to read, and tweeted the following. Once I find. Where the fuck did the screenshot go? There it is. Fucking look at this. Look at this, chat. Lisa Su literally said AMD is moving away from making custom chips for Xbox consoles. It's literally in the announcement. What the fuck is wrong with you Xbox fanboys? Read it, you moron. Oh, the irony, chat! The irony of saying, read it, you moron, when you clearly don't know what the sentence means. Going beyond building custom chips doesn't mean they're abandoning custom chips being made for Xbox. After all, AMD makes chips for all the consoles. I'm not sure about Nintendo's the only one I'm not sure about, but PlayStation and Xbox has used AMD chips for years now. Why would they suddenly move away? That makes no sense. My guy, you might need to go back to school because this is second grade stuff. This is literally second grade stuff that you're somehow failing, which is impressive. It really is impressive. Alright, I just wanted to bring that up real quick, because, like, what the fuck, dude? So it wasn't just King Thrash who failed grade school? Dude, that comment, that is on, I would go so far to say, that is on par with King Thrash's Gas Giant take. Straight up. It's bad. That is very fucking bad. Anyway, let's get fucking Xvault on the screen, shall we?
Let's go over to...
Right? Okay. So, as you can see in the title of the stream, oh boy, Xvault has a problem with Microsoft Rewards. So, for those of you who don't know, you've been able to use Microsoft Rewards to basically replenish your Game Pass for like years now, right? And it's not just the Xbox app or playing things on your Xbox console or on the PC app. You can also use Bing, like the Bing search engine or the Bing app, to quickly rack up points, which I've been doing lately. It's actually kind of crazy. So like last Thursday, I downloaded the Bing app, right? Just doing that stuff and doing the basic, you know, like playing the game on Game Pass, whatever, right? I was at 1,116 points, right? And Game Pass Ultimate is 12,000 points, right? I am currently, after just doing the Bing app, I'm talking like 10 minutes a night, right? I'm at 4,200. Like, this is fucking crazy. So this is a really cool thing for people like us who like to, you know, save money because we're not so fucking stupid that we just spend our money willy-nilly when we believe we can get a better deal. Because, you know, we're intelligent people. Unlike this bald bitch. I swear Xvault setup is worse every video. Dude, it really feels like it, right? It really feels like it. It's fucking bizarre. Also, how's my audio coming through? Because I added a noise gate to sort of minimize the air conditioner back. Because I had to leave it on now because now it's summer, so we're getting into the big heat. I tested it earlier and it seemed fine, but I want to know how it sounds on your guys' end. But, yeah, no, Xvault seems to have a fucking problem, and I don't know why. Let's find out, shall we?
Let's go over to our next example here. Now, Nico. This is the problem we're having, buddy. This is the problem we're having here, right? So he states, and another free of charge 3-month subscription for Game Pass Ultimate using the Microsoft Rewards loyalty program, fire emoji. Game Pass literally pays itself. Depending on how you're specifying that, we'll take a quick pause. Depending on how you're specifying that, it doesn't pay for itself. You guys...
No, it does. Like, oh, I'm gonna scroll back a little bit real quick, because I kind of zoned out there, because he's so fucking boring.
Depending on how you're specifying that, we'll take a quick pause.
So, he's talking about the... Let me pull it up so we can actually see it. Actually, you know what? I like this border at first, but because this fucking retard does his really stupid fucking... He does this really stupid fucking, like... I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna remove it so we can actually see what the fuck's going on. There we go. It's gonna look a little weird right now, but fuck it, right? Anyway, so what Nico says is another free of charge 3-month subscription for Game Pass Ultimate using the Microsoft Reward loyalty program. Game Pass literally pays for itself. I'm using this service free for years. I'm using it for free until June 2027. So here's the thing, Xvault. He's not wrong. Look, buddy. I'm going to open up the Game Pass app right now, okay? I'm going to open up the Xbox app with my phone right now. Okay, let's take a look at this. What do you get? You play Bejeweled for a little bit, you get 5 points. You use the Xbox app, 5 points. You play a PC game, 10 points. You get a weekly PC bonus up to 150 points if you play at least one game for 15 minutes each for 5 days. Same with the console. Then you got the Game Pass quests that are additive and increase exponentially if you play more streaks. You also have the monthly pass where you play 4 Game Pass games a month, you get 50 points. You play 8 games a month, you get 350 points. So if you're playing this shit properly, and if you're using the Bing app, which is probably what Nico left out, but here's the thing, I doubt he even knows about that. Game Pass can quite literally, yes, pay for itself. After all, like I said, guys, earlier, I am at currently, since I started doing this, 4,200 points, right? PC Game Pass, if you just PC only, PC Game Pass costs, I think, 8,750 points. I'm already halfway there, and I've been doing this for a week. It's that simple, X-Fraud! If you just play the game and utilize the software that is owned by Microsoft, oh, look at that! You can actually get it for free! Isn't that crazy? Oh, but please, go ahead. Tell me how this is a bad thing for the consumer. Please! I am desperate to hear how you actually justify this.
Depending how you're specifying that, it doesn't pay for itself. You guys are paying for it in one way or the other, so...
The Long Dark got a free visual performance boost across PC and console. Need to get into the game now? Ah, that's nice.
That's not entirely true. More misinformation, Nico.
Alright. Alright. Show us. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what information you have to actually do. Let's do it. Alright. Because I have a sneaky thing, Xvault. I've seen, I don't know, on stream, probably 4 or 5 of your fucking videos now. And every time you say, oh, there's misinformation this, oh, you're not giving the right information that, you don't generally tend to show it. Like I said, it's been months since I even covered you, so maybe you'll actually show something here. Prove me wrong, buddy. Come on, you can do it.
And then, of course, he states on here, I'm using this service for free for years. Okay? I'm using it for free until June 2027, green heart emoji, showing his example down.
So you're not going to... Are you not going to? Is this jailbreak Nintendo made? Yes! It's not the fucked up one that Alex forced. Oh god, that one's gonna be dark. Oh! God damn, dude. God damn, alright. I wouldn't have gone that far, but you know. Jesus Christ. Hello, Light Shadow Onyx. Welcome to the stream. We're covering Xvault. Of course Delta's a mod here. Dude, he's been a mod for at least a couple years, actually, I think.
Below. So, guys, Nico, if you happen to be watching this one as well, I know you reached out to my last one. But if you reach out to me on this one, or you happen to see this one as well, and
oh my god, stop starting over yourself and get to the fucking point.
And those that do follow Nico, you gotta take a step back. This does harm the brand. I know you're thinking,
who gives a shit about the brand? We're consumers. We're gonna do what we can to save our fucking money. Why the dude, I don't get this. Fanboys are all the same. But why the fuck should we, the consumer, give a shit about the brand? I have no fucking loyalty to Xbox. I have no loyalty to Microsoft. I have no loyalty to PlayStation and Sony. I have no loyalty to Nintendo. I have no loyalty to Steam. What I'm loyal to is getting the most bang for my buck. That's what I'm loyal to. But for some reason, you guys don't seem to grasp that. What are your thoughts on the rumors Sony trying to buy Warner Brothers? Yeah, they shouldn't. The only reason I didn't really care about the Activision deal is because I knew they were going to keep the games third party, and also Activision was quite literally going around trying to find people to buy them when everything was going down, right? It's also why that's why I saw people say like, "Oh, Microsoft should buy Sega next." No. They just got Activision Blizzard. You have enough games under your belt. Start fucking working on that shit. But also, I feel like okay. Is it just me? But I'm seeing people say that, oh, the rumor is Sony's going to buy Warner Brothers wholesale. But everything I've read, that's not what the rumor is. The rumor is they might be buying assets from them. I.e., maybe the DC branch or Mortal Kombat, like specific branches. Which is also stupid. But honestly, at this point, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, Warner Brothers is the fucking shit. So David Zaslav fucked that fucking company into the ground. First, decided to change HBO Max to just Max, even though HBO is a household name that people recognize, and no one's going to recognize what Max is. And spoiler alert, they didn't. That's why they changed it back recently. And then, for some reason, removing their own content off of their own streaming services. You can't watch Teen Titans anymore. You can't watch Venture Brothers anymore. In fact, if you want to watch Venture Brothers, the only way you can is to watch the first 3 seasons on Netflix. But then the rest of the seasons, you have to buy probably on Amazon or somewhere else. Oh, but you can watch the movie. You can watch the Venture Brothers movie on Max, even though it's the literal finale to the entire fucking series. Like, dude, Warner Brothers is a fucking shit show right now. Like, I don't think they should buy them at all, and I don't think they should buy fucking assets. But I don't see another way. I don't think it should be Sony. I think it should be someone else, though. I think it should be, I don't know. I don't know who I'd want to get, because here's the thing. I need someone to get the Nemesis system out of their grasp. You know? That's what I need. More games need to be allowed to use that fucking system. But the thing is, I don't know who I would trust to buy and use it. Maybe GOG? But they're not a game development studio, you know? Maybe Devolver. I guess Devolver. Did that go through? Sony will own Marvel and DC? Well, no. Sony doesn't own Marvel. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man. That's it. Like, that's literally all they have. They don't own Marvel. Disney owns Marvel. That's also why Disney will never be allowed to buy Warner Brothers, because that's a... So, console fanboys like to talk about how, oh, the Activision Blizzard deal was consolidation. No, if Disney bought DC and they owned DC and Marvel, that would be consolidation. That's right. GOG is CD Projekt. That's right. But that's the thing, like CD Projekt is also, they're not, how do I put this? They're not EA, they're not Ubisoft, they're not Devolver, right? They're not a massive publisher that have like multiple umbrellas underneath them. Disney does not own Spider-Man. That's not true, Jacob. Sony owns Spider-Man. That's why I had to come to a deal with them. They haven't owned like back when Marvel was like on the precipice of collapsing, they managed to sell the Spider-Man IP to Sony. They sold it to keep them above ground. That's why Sony made the actual rights. That's why Sony got the rights to make the movies. That's also why there's so many fucking problems with how like the Spider-Man shit went down. That's why it took so long for him to be introduced into the MCU, because they had to come up with a deal with Sony. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, no, it doesn't, because advertisements and the rewards program does.
Sony only owns the movie rights to Spider-Man? Hold on. Why am I just talking about it when I could just fucking Google it, right? This is more interesting than this fucking video. Oh yeah, look at that. I was wrong. Huh. Alright, fair enough. To me, I'd like to see Warner Brothers go the way of THQ, i.e. die and split apart with companies like Microsoft, getting a good share of the assets with way to remain multi-platform. Like I said, dude, Microsoft has so many IPs now. Like, I don't think they should get anything else. They have the entire catalog of Activision Blizzard. I need to see some return on that first. Like, they just did that shit. Where the fuck is the Cross Spider-Verse Part 2, Sony? You can blame the writer's strike. The writer's strike and the voice actor strike, I believe, actively delayed that movie. Like, animation has still not even been done. Like, that's just not coming for a while, man.
Pay for itself in a way, right? And that's how they're able to gift you these points, and you can pay for Game Pass or what other items you want to that is available. However,
yes, then it's quite literally paying for itself. What the fuck are you talking about? Then yeah, exactly, Delta. Yeah, Microsoft has more than enough IPs. Yeah. Hey, Microsoft. Bring back Prototype. Bring back Crash. Bring back Singularity. You have so many... There are so many talented fucking devs that are trapped into COD mines. Get them out of there. Actually make them work on actual games they want to make instead of just, oh, Warzone support. Like, fuck off, dude. Dude, a Batman Beyond film in the Spider-Verse Star would go so fucking hard. Oh my god. Oh, I would love that so much. You have no idea. Dude, I love Batman Beyond, dude. That show, that and the animated series, the 90s show, was my fucking jam as a kid. I fucking love that show. Yeah, where's the next Spyro game? I want CDPR to make a Batman game? I don't know. I feel like if you're going to get anyone to make a new Batman game, it should be Avalanche, the guys who did the Mad Max game. Because that was the best, like non-Arkham combat I've seen in a game at that point. I mean, there was Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, but they didn't feel right. Like, they were fun, but I don't know. The combat in Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, it felt, I don't know, it lacked the impact, right, that the Batman games did, and as well as the Mad Max game did. If it was anyone, I'd like it to be them, but actually, are they even around anymore? No, I'm thinking of Monolith. They got fucked. Okay, so here's the thing, Jacob. A Flash game sounds cool in concept, but I don't know how you would do it. I really don't know how you would do it. It's the same thing with the Superman game. It's a cool idea in concept, but, like, these characters are just too overpowered that you either have to artificially limit them in a way that doesn't make sense, that is not fun, or they have to, like, just... Or you get, you know, Superman 64 or those movie games. It's one of those things. Like, I'd like to see someone attempt it, at least, though. Like Sonic, yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't think you want to do Sonic as, like, I don't think you want Sonic gameplay when you're playing a Flash superhero game, you know? That's right, Monolith was shut down. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I fucking thought. God. Well, that was pitched to WB, but they shut it down. They shut down the Batman Beyond movie and Spider-Verse. I don't think that was ever actually confirmed, actually. I think that was just a rumor. And I believe the art style that was shown was just a fan's rendition. I don't know if there was ever any actual, like, confirmation that happened. It wouldn't surprise me. Because, like I said, David Zaslav, the head of WB currently, is a fucking retard. The question, that would be interesting, actually. That could work really well, actually. Because those Sherlock Holmes games are pretty fucking good. You basically just do that, but in a superhero noir setting. Yeah, no, Blast. That was a false rumor. That's what I thought. Alright. Let's get back to retard over here.
I promise you, you actually paying out of your pocket for Game Pass, or you actually buying the games that you want to play, at the forefront of everything, you really enjoy this brand.
He didn't finish a point there. It sounded like you... What the fuck, dude? It sounded like he was going for a point and didn't fucking finish it. Hold on.
However, I promise you...
You
actually paying out of your pocket for Game Pass, or you actually buying the games that you want to play.
Dude, that sounded like he was gonna say, oh... You know, paying it instead of doing this way would be better for the brand and lead to a healthy ecosystem. But he doesn't say that. He just moves on. What the fuck are you doing, dude? This right here, ladies and gents. This right here. This is why I recommend to... Unless you are really good at ad-libbing and speaking off the cuff, script. Script. Write down your thoughts. Write down the way you want the video to go. That helps, dude. And you clearly need it because you just went to a different fucking point.
At the forefront of everything, you really enjoy this brand. You want this brand to succeed. You doing stuff like this, even though there's a rewards program in place that does help, it's a...
Dude, why did you go down that weird fucking... Oh, look, the koala falsely labels Sir Brevin a pedo. Yeah, shocker. Shocker! A fanboy loves fucking slandering people. Who could have seen this happen?
Band-aid is all it is. You're not going to get the extra mileage you would if you were to go ahead and purchase and subscribe to Game Pass on a monthly basis.
What are you talking about? Yes, he would, because it's working. Dude, Alex told me he hasn't paid for Game Pass for years because of this. They're getting the mileage out of it because they're actively using it. What are you talking about? You'll actually get more mileage if you pay for the thing you're getting for free, even though the only difference between using your points to get it for free and paying for it is you're out $11.99. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Is your brain working? Hold on. Hey! 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 Koala Man! Hey! 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 Is your fucking brain working? Are the gears actually on in there? Did you dust the cobwebs off? How the fuck does that make any semblance of sense, you fucking koala retard? Huh? How does that make any sense? Like, dude. So Spectre, apparently, Refor has the problem with Microsoft reward points and people being able to use them to, you know, get Game Pass for free, ostensibly, as long as you're actively using the service. And apparently, he seems to think that you don't get as much mileage. Put the bread in his mouth and ruin my bread? Fuck no. Why would I ruin a perfectly good baguette by putting it in this retard's mouth?
Yearly basis, whatever the case is, or if you ended up buying those games directed towards the Xbox ecosystem, whether digital or physical, this is not a good look.
Who gives a shit? Dude, I don't give a shit if this hurts fucking Xbox's bottom dollar or not. I don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. Let's be real, Reforge. I Reforge. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I'm fucking tired. Let's get this clear, Xvault. If PlayStation had this system with PlayStation Stars, you would be singing its praises, talking about, oh, it's so pro-consumer, I can save so much money and use the system I love. But because it's Xbox, suddenly, oh, it's bad and it's actually insulting to the brand. My brother in Christ, this has been here for years. If it was a problem and enough people were doing it to make it a problem, clearly they would have removed it. But they don't. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that could possibly be? Maybe it's because, while a powerful tool, maybe not as many people as you seem to think utilize it, or at least not to a certain extent that actively harms the brand. Or maybe it does, but they don't care because, hey, it keeps people coming in. Because here's the thing. Not every video game is on Game Pass. Not every AAA game that comes out is going to be on Game Pass unless it's like published and developed by Microsoft themselves. So they'll probably still be occasionally buying games. So what the fuck is the problem here? And hey, sometimes there are games where you're like, I know this is going to be on Game Pass forever, but I want to own it, so I'm going to buy it. Like I did with Hi-Fi Rush. I owned that fucking game. Because I adored that game so much, and I beat it on Game Pass. There's no reason not to. But being able to play it on Game Pass allowed me to figure out if it was really worth my time and money. For example, Hellblade 2. Fuck that game. That game is a pile of fucking shit. And is somehow more boring than the last one. And I like the last one, but holy shit, dude, the pacing of Hellblade 2 is so fucking bad. That's a 5 to 6 hour game that has horrible pacing. Do you know how bad that fucking feels? I didn't even finish it. I got to the second giant. I was like, fuck this, dude. This shit sucks. I'm so fucking bored. I thought Unicorn Overlord was going to be a day one Game Pass. It was, so I had to buy it. I'm actually curious as to why you thought that, because Vanillaware, they're pretty PlayStation centric. I'm actually curious. Spec loves Hellblade 2. Man, I'm sorry if that's true. I don't know how. That game is so fucking boring, and it's such a fucking... It's such a step down from the first one, everything but visuals. Were you as bored as watching Xvault? Dude, I'm not joking. I am not fucking joking. When I was playing Hellblade 2, I genuinely almost fell asleep. And that never happens to me. I've never fallen asleep playing a game, but Hellblade 2 got me real close. And I wasn't even exhausted. It was only a few hours after I woke up for like a 9-hour sleep. Like, I don't know how they fucked that game up, dude. They fucked that game up so fucking bad. Yeah, it looks pretty, and at what cost? This is the exact... Hellblade 2 is the epitome of what we've been saying about how the push for realism in graphics and gaming can stunt the more important parts of gaming. You know, like, that is what it is to a T.
You should not go this direction. You should not be touting that this is a free program. Everybody do this. Go and do.
That's not what he's saying, you fucking retard! Was it premiered at the Xbox Showcase? I don't even remember that. Oh. That's not what he said. Anyone... Xvault. Your average person isn't as stupid as you. Most people are aware that you have to at least pay for Game Pass first before you can do this. Do you really think that people are going to look at this tweet and go and think Game Pass is free when it's a fucking subscription model? Can't wait for Quick Resume to come to PS6 and have Xvault and Reforged praise the feature to heaven. I know, right? You know what's going to happen. But you know what's funny? I personally don't really see the big deal about it. I really don't. And I'm someone who does switch between games often, but like on my Xbox, I almost never use it. Like, I almost never used it. Well, I guess neat, but I'd rather just close the game and then just move on, you know? But it's a cool feature for those who like it. 100%. Yo, what up, crowd? What up, Beasto? I'm pretty sure everyone here is smarter than Xvault. It's really not difficult. That's the thing. It's really not difficult to be smarter than him, you know? Alright, X-Fraud. Hey, you know what? I'll give it this. I'll give this video this. We got through more of it quickly than one Reforged video. So that's nice.
Do it this way, put in your time for the surveys, etc., that's not going to work out for you in the long run.
How? Why? Why? How is it not going to work out for in the long run? Okay, let's entertain this. Let's entertain this retarded notion he's having that, oh, this is bad, actually. Let's say 5 years from now, they remove the system and now you have to pay, right? Let's say they just remove it, right? And Nico can no longer do this. That's still, what? 5 years of game without having to pay for a monthly subscription? I'd say that's pretty fucking good. Crash, you retarded pros from Proto Rock? Dude, that's the first thing I brought up when I saw the stream Delta. Yeah. It was I can't... Dude. That man has no authority to claim that he's smarter than anyone when he literally cannot read. He literally cannot fucking read. It's embarrassing. That might have been the most embarrassing thing I think I've seen from him. And here's the thing. Proto-Rock is one of those fanboys where I'm like, I could see myself having a conversation. Right? Not unlike Xvault, unlike Harmon, unlike Thrash. Like, I can see having a discussion with him and something, we can get something out of it, right? But after that, I don't know anymore. That was a special kind of retardation, you know? It's great for me. If my brother wants to play a game with me, I can just suspend my game and start up the one he wants to play. And once he's done playing it, I can continue the other game. That's actually an interesting point I didn't think about. Huh. Because, like, my younger sibling, she's not a gamer, so, like, we don't have that issue. But I didn't think about that. Alright. Fair enough.
This is the exact problem, as I trip over my tongue here, this is the exact problem that you've had with this brand for multiple years, and eventually it starts to catch up. Do we see what we're doing here?
No, because you're not explaining what... Tell us, buddy, because I don't see what's going on here. I don't see what's going on here. What? See, here's the thing, buddy. And here's the thing, I know if this fucking Neanderthal sees this, he's gonna be like, oh, you're just not smart enough to articulate. No, if you're saying that this is all leading towards something bad, it is up to you to present what it is and to present the evidence as to why. That is how argumentation works. Have you never conducted a thesis statement in your life, Xvault? Or did you just fail upward through fucking charter school? Reminder, Xbox will use tweets that are over a year old in his videos. See, the thing about that, I don't mind that if you're using it to bring a point. Let's say Xvault, right? A year ago, talks trash about Last of Us 2 or whatever, right? Whatever. Then today, on the anniversary of the game release, he talks about how great it was, right? Then you should bring those old tweets up because it shows you're like, wait a second, you said this just a year ago, but now all of a sudden, on the day that the anniversary is being sold, you don't have a problem with it? Then you would do it, right? But I know what you're talking about. You're talking about how Xvault just genuinely uses it as a point as if it was a tweet done today. Which is just pathetic.
Do not do this. Do not listen to Nico when he's telling you to do the rewards if you want the brand to succeed.
Guys, think of the poor brands. Oh, the poor brands. Oh, won't you think of them? Don't save money. Don't do this thing that will allow you to play everything you want at a cheaper price. No, that's bad, actually. Shut the fuck up, you bleeding heart pussy, dude. Who gives a fuck about the brand? Clearly Nico doesn't. He has the fucking Xbox logo as his goddamn fucking thing, dude. Oh my god. Oh, this is... I love it. I love it because it's so fucking pathetic. The brand is banking on you to not be able to do this, Xvault. That's how they get their fucking money. But I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a fuck about what billion-dollar corporation does. If I can play my games without having to pay for them, I'm going to do it. I've been using the reward points for the last 3 months. Yeah. I will say that with the FS16 ship, bringing out tweets of Xbox fanboys crapping on FS16 to when they're now praising the game. In that situation, using no tweets makes sense, but not in most situations. Exactly! Exactly! Which, by the way, is really fucking funny. Oh, FF15 sucks. Now it's on Xbox. Oh, it's suddenly good! Meanwhile, I was there playing it day one. I streamed that game in its entirety.
Or try to get any semblance of more legs, more mileage, if you will, from hardware in games and any semblance of exclusivity whatsoever.
Brother, the exclusive wars are done. Exclusivity is going to be a thing of the past next gen. I guarantee it, dude. The last holdout will be Nintendo. Xbox has already seen that, so they're getting ahead of the curve. PlayStation is starting to see that, which is why they're porting more and more to PC, closer between release dates. Like, I got news for you. I got news for you. If everyone who does this suddenly stopped doing it and started paying for Game Pass, it's not going to change their fucking strategy. Because it's not the big deal. I have no interest in Final Fantasy. Fair. That's fine.
Timed, first party, whatever the case is. The quicker you do stuff like this, or you chintz out on these areas, the
What'd he say?
timed, first party, whatever the case is. The quicker you do stuff like this, or you chintz out on these areas.
What did he say there? Also, I just noticed he had background music. I genuinely couldn't even hear. Dude, his audio mixing's so fucking bad. And I don't get why. Like, I swear to God, it sounded like he said chimp out, but I know that's not what he said, because there's a s at the end of that. So what the fuck is he saying there?
Any semblance of exclusivity whatsoever, timed, first party, whatever the case is. The quicker you do stuff like this, or you chintz out on these areas, the...
What is he saying? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Does anyone have any idea what the hell he's saying? Because I have no fucking clue. It could be chins, but what the fuck does that mean? What does chin out mean? Is he trying to say cheap out? Yeah. Hold on. I gotta see. I gotta see something. This can't be what he was talking about. This can't... Okay, I'm putting on Meatball Parade for this. You guys need to rehear this fucking meaning. Okay. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. Okay. Chintz. C-H-I-N-C-E is an old spelling of cinch, referring to the bed bug. Cimex lenticularius. It is also the opposite spelling of chintz, a type of painted or standard calico fabric originally from India. Xvault, do you know what that word means? Are you fucking kidding me, my guy? Even though that's a word, as we've now discovered, it doesn't work here. What are you talking about? You saying chintz isn't cheap? Hold on. Chintz is a durable glazed cotton fabric, traditionally printed with floral or other patterns. So, no, that's not right either. Oh my god, dude. He's such a fucking idiot. Oh my god. So so here's the funny thing about that light shadow. Let's think about this. They like to throw out edgy, like, words to sound smart, right? They want to say that, oh, I can articulate myself properly, right? Except he didn't learn this on his own. Because if he looked that up, and he still decided to use it here, then he's a fucking retard, right? But chances are he heard it from someone else, which means there is another person out there who thinks that word means something that it doesn't. And that's terrifying.
Sooner that Microsoft is going to just pull that band-aid off and just be full third party. I think it's happening anyway, so...
Yeah, they're always... Yeah, of course they're third party. They're publishing everywhere now. Sony's going to be a third party. The only one who's not going to be a third party is fucking Nintendo. But probably once the dinosaurs go out, that's going to happen again. Dude, I guarantee you, the next console cycle is going to officially start to push towards to just brand built PCs, and then the gen after that, there even is one, they're just going to be PCs. 100%. That's what they're going to be. I can believe we didn't know what nonce meant. Yeah, no. See, here's the thing. I could definitely understand that. So that whole debacle was fucking bizarre because he didn't know what it meant at first. He just heard it and thought like, oh, it means idiot, right? Okay, fine. But then when someone told him it, he still doubled down. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's so, like, if you were using the N-word, for example, right, because you thought it just meant feller or friend, then someone told you that that's a literal racial slur, and then you double down and keep using it, you're a piece of shit. And that's what he did with nonce. Because that's the thing. If you don't have any friends from the UK or Australia or anywhere that uses that type of slang, of course you're not going to know what nonce means when you first hear it, right? And based on the way people use it, sometimes you may think, oh, it just means idiot, right? But no, it doesn't. And once you find out, you should use it more carefully. But hey, what do I know, right?
You know, you do what you will, but this was just something to preface, like, this is what's been going on for years and years. This is what I'm trying to space out and talk about and being like, guys, this was not the way, like the Mandalorian said, instead of this is the way, this is not the way.
You're such a faggot, dude. I'm sorry, Chad. I couldn't resist there. I couldn't resist. There was no word. I think that was more perfect for that. Holy fuck, dude. This is not the way. Much like Mandalorian said, this is the way, but this is not the way. Holy fuck, dude. Go get laid or something. Jesus Christ. That's gotta be the gayest thing I think I've heard him say. Hey, it's Alex! Hope you meant a British cigarette? Of course! What would you think I meant? Oh, man. It's okay. I have the pass.
Not a good look. Not a good look. Let's be careful. If you have a lot of followers like Nico, and Nico, you have a lot of followers, you could have done some good. You could have done some good for the brand.
What? He doesn't work for Microsoft! Why should he do good for the brand, you fucking moron? Dude, this fucking guy. Oh my god. He's so focused on the fact that, oh, he's not doing good for the brand. Brother, unless I work for Microsoft, or I work for Nintendo, or I work for Sony, I have no allegiance to them. I have no reason to do fucking PR for them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, the brand who doesn't know who Nico is. Exactly, Light Shadow. Exactly. Why the fuck would we bother?
But you haven't. Take a step back. Realize what would help the brand. And
bro, how much you guys want to bet he thinks that if he sucks Sony's cock enough, he'll be able to get an insider look. He'll be able to get all the good stuff for free. But here's the question, Xvault. If that impossible scenario ever arrived here, right? Sony officially recognized you and said you have a massive dong and that they're going to give you all the upcoming stuff for free to promote in your channel. Wouldn't that be harming the brand? I don't know. I don't know, man. Kind of feels like it would be. Anyway, just 6 seconds left. We're done, honestly. That was a nice short one to get the juices flowing, right? I'm gonna put fucking this back on. Okay. He already bought the shoes, Heller. What else you want? I forgot he bought the PlayStation shoes. Dude, how do you not be embarrassed walking around with that? How are you not gonna be embarrassed? Like, whenever I see anyone with that type of stuff, like whenever I see anyone who has brand gaming merch, not like character, like if you have like a Mario thing, or an Infamous, or a Ratchet and Clank thing, right? Something that is character specific, whatever, right? Because that's a character, right? But when you have like PlayStation centered stuff, Xbox centered stuff, Nintendo centered stuff, I'm sorry, you're a massive fucking loser. Like, I am sorry. I think that's really fucking pathetic. No way those PS sneakers cost $120. My work shoes cost less than that, and they're probably higher quality. Okay, chat. Who do you want to see next? You want to see MBG coping? You want to see Harmon Smith coping about fucking Elden Ring Night Rain? What do we want? I mean, the anniversary thing is also a different thing, Kev, because that's like a special event thing, right? Like, I'll give a pass to that stuff too. Like for example, when Sony unveiled the 20th anniversary controller that's in the style of the PS1, that's cool, right? Okay. MBG, please, no more Harmon. All right, MBG. All right, I've seen a bunch of MBG. Let's get his dumbass on the fucking screen.
Yeah, there's definitely double standards out there, and I'll be honest. I've just tried. I've tried to fight it, but I've given up fighting it because it's just like whatever, man. You're all fucking dumb. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not you guys. I mean, you know who I'm talking about. It's just
Yes, as I said last week, if you had any ability, any faith in your fan base's intelligence, you wouldn't need to specify that. People with an IQ above 1 would understand what the royal you is. After all, it's something we learned in 2nd and 3rd grade.
done. I'm not fighting that anymore because it's like you guys want to throw a hissy fit and a tantrum over, every little thing Sony does. But I saw it, man. I saw it in real fucking time. I mean, dude, like Microsoft straight up came out and raised the prices on everything.
It was the Puma X PlayStation RS collab sneakers. Look them up, crap. All right, hold on. All right, hold up. Puma PlayStation sneakers. Dog, those look ass, dude. Those look really fucking bad. Fuck you mean AVIF? Fuck this shit, dude. Come on. Is this a JPEG? Yes, thank you. Chat, fucking look at this shit. Look at this is the shit that fucking Xvault thought was worth 120. This is what he thought was worth 20 or 120. Look at this shit, dude. I'm sorry, this is fucking hideous. This has got to be one of the most disgusting shoe designs I think I've ever seen. $120, please. Dude, they're so fucking bad, dude. The fucking weird intermittent specks of white and the not like it's such a bad design. Those shoes were cool in 93. Yeah, I can see them as 90s shoes. Yeah. But here's the thing. 90s attire isn't exactly good.
Thing. Not just one console, every piece of hardware, every accessory, and their games to $80. And people barely said anything.
You're just wrong. You're literally incorrect. When Xbox announced they were raising everything up, there was a massive shitstorm on Twitter. But here's the thing, MBG. You block so many people on Twitter, myself included. I think you also blocked Alex, and probably other people like us. You don't see us talking about them because you blocked us. And because you blocked that content, Twitter's algorithm goes like, okay, you don't want to see people with these type of opinions. We're not going to push that. So that doesn't get pushed to your page. So of course you think it's not being talked about. But it was. And as I said last week, fuck Microsoft for doing that. And you know Sony's going to do it too, and fuck them too. Also, as for the Game Pass, I'm sorry. Game Pass is not a valid fucking excuse for why they're raising their games to 80. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. I hate that fucking excuse. That's someone who actually thinks Game Pass is a good deal. It should not be used as a fucking excuse. Still, fuck them.
People barely fucking said anything, man.
Wrong!
And I just don't get it. You
don't get it because you're wrong.
You get people out here and they're like, but Game Pass. And it's like, what the fuck does that matter, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
But what? They're letting you rent their games? that makes it okay that they just priced the fucking Series X 2 terabyte edition at $730.
Yeah, they can fuck off for that. Telling me to use Game Pass at a penny dollars encourages my piracy. Exactly! Why would I pay $11.99 when I could pay $3.99?
Kidding me? This is the shit that has pissed me off, and you know, it will continue to a degree because it's just like, you're all fucking hypocrites, man. Like,
irony! Number 1, my brother in Christ. Something tells me that when Sony, not if, when Sony raises their console prices later this year, because you know what's going to happen, you're going to find a way to excuse it. Oh, well, they make such high quality products that sometimes they need that little extra revenue. Or, oh, well, Xbox did it first, so clearly they showed it was okay, so why wouldn't they? They'd be dumb not to. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bruh, remember when consoles used to go down in price as the years went on? Fucking crazy, dude.
See it? They know it. But for some reason, it just continues. And I'm not trying to be that person that's like, oh, stop, you're crying. It's like, what do you mean? Well, what do you call it when you fucking freak out about every little decision Sony makes? That's not crying? It's only crying if you're pointing out what Microsoft's doing.
No. It's crying when you're defending your corporation from any bad press. Be it PlayStation, be it Xbox, be it Nintendo, be it Steam. If genuinely bad news happens with the company that you follow, and you try to excuse it instead of properly call it out, you're a bitch. You're a coward. And quite frankly, I want nothing to do with you. Remember when the Genesis went down by $50 to better compete with the SNES? True! Dude, it's so glorious, Kev. It's funny you bring that up. Because, like, console fanboys are the weirdest breed nowadays because they'll poor shame you for not wanting to spend $80 when they're playing on a budget system! Consoles are a budget way into gaming. That has been their entire point. If you want to be an enthusiast in the hobby, you get a high-powered PC. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Oh, you're just too poor. No, I'm just not a fucking moron with my money.
And what Xbox is doing. Then it's only crying, right?
No.
That's how these people operate. And
it's funny how you can't seem to bring any examples of such. But hey, this is a live stream, right? So I get it might be a little hard. You think deep down MBG wants to go back to Xbox? Probably. I saw that, Kev, on Twitter. Yeah, dude. That shit was fucking crazy. How dare you emulate these Nintendo games that aren't worth the money? Oh, how dare you? It's like, brother. Shut the fuck up. Who gives a shit? Nintendo made their money back. It's fine.
They're no better. They're no better than the people or the communities.
Good to have you back, Crab. Thought you were served up on some silver platter. Nah, I was, but you know, I escaped. The rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated.
That they claim to have such a problem with, they're exactly the same.
I think MBG regrets making a channel a dedicated PlayStation channel. Yeah, probably. And honestly, I would say at this point, either rebrand or start a new channel. And then slowly move over to that channel. Straight up. Because what else are you going to do? If you don't want this, then you need to move. You shouldn't be doing things if you feel just because you feel like you have to, you know?
They're the opposite end of the coin, bro. And
yeah, and you're the other side of that coin. So you want to talk about hypocrisy, you might want to do some inflection first.
Tired of seeing these people out here thinking that they're above or they're better or they're on some kind of fucking high horse. They're not. They're up their own ass is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I seem a little bit if I'm being a little bit callous.
No, you should be callous because that's the most interesting you've been thus far. But even then, you're still very monotone in your speech, my guy. God, you're boring. Not as boring as Xvault, I'll give you that. Mainly because you have good audio. Like compared to Xvault, your audio is immaculate, and I appreciate that. Okay. MBG, rip up your PS5 poster, please. True. Dude, like, that's what I'm saying, man. He has the audacity to call other people fanboys, that they're crying, that they're hypocrites. Meanwhile, look at the fucking screen. What do we see? We see 2 gaming posters, which are perfectly fine. I have no problem with those. Right? He has a Metal Gear Solid 3 poster behind him. And he has a Ghost of Tsushima poster to his right. But then he has the fucking PlayStation stack shit there. And the fucking PlayStation lights. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? Like, what the fuck are we doing? For fuck's sake, you literally have your top donors as trophies! But no. It's the Xbox fanboys, right? They're the ones who are the problem, right? It's not both of you retards who can't fucking understand that you're both doing the same shit.
But it's true, man. It's true. It's like, you soon you'll have Microsoft coming out here being like, Game Pass is $30.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I'm fully expecting Microsoft to raise the price of Game Pass soon. Which is why it's even more important. Hey, do that Microsoft reward shit. The sooner the better. That shit's probably going to increase again.
Game Pass is $30 a month, and you're still going to have these people being like, we're still winning, bro. Yeah, it's still...
Well, you see, here's the thing. PC players are winning because the price has been the same there. $11.99. $11.99 for that. Game Pass Ultimate is $20. And that's only if you have a console and a PC. There's no other reason to get it. Unless... Hey, Xbox owners in the chat. On console, is there a normal tier of Game Pass? Or is it just Game Pass Core and Ultimate? Because I know Game Pass Core only gives you access to 25 games. And then Ultimate gives you the catalog, but that's across your console and your PC, right? Like, is there a normal version of Game Pass on console? Because if not, that's fucking bullshit, dude. Good point, Richard. Yeah, see, they're going to raise the price, but they'll probably raise it incrementally, right? They'll probably raise it small, like first. So there is Game Pass Standard? Yeah, because I know about Core. Wait, now it's just Core and Ultimate? Dude, yeah, because Core sucks. Core fucking sucks. I read that shit and I was like, wait, this is just Xbox Live, but you get 25 games? That's fucking awful. Bro, that's fucking ass, dude.
It's the best deal out there. It's like, okay.
I mean, it is.
What do you start to sound like at that point? At
someone who manages his money.
some point, you start to sound no different than, the very...
Game Pass Standard, you get more Game Pass than Core, but you don't get day one games. Okay. Well, you don't get day one games. What the fuck? I mean, I guess.
thing you claim to have a problem with.
What? Oh, hold on. So I get distracted by chats. I gotta rehear that.
Still winning, bro. Yeah, it's the best deal out there. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it is.
What do you start to sound like at that point?
I don't know.
At some point, you start to sound no different than, the very thing you claim to have a problem with.
By saying that Game Pass is the best deal in gaming, which, when you consider what it gives you for the price it is, that is just objectively true. That makes you sound like the person exactly like the people you or the thing you have a problem with, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no other service that's really equivalent to it. PlayStation Extra and Premium is not at the same level. It's not a fanboy talking point, as Delta points out. It's a fact. It literally is. Where else can you pay $11.99 or $20 a month and get all the fucking day one premium AAA games from that company? You can't get it at Sony. You can't get it at Nintendo. PC doesn't have such things. So, how is it not? Yo, can we address the elephant in the room here? Xbox is going to have to drop paid online to doing this console PC hybrid stuff. That's true. That's true. Unless they roll it into Game Pass, right? But even then, like, God, that would be a smart thing to do, dude. That's the biggest scam in gaming, dude. Paid online. Remember when the PS3 had free, like, fucking multiplayer? I remember. It's why I stuck with that after my Xbox got the Red Ring of Death. They're like, oh, I can play my multiplayer games and I don't have to pay for online? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. Does PS Plus have EA Play as part of the service? Okay, so it's weird. They have Ubisoft Plus, but it's not the good kind, if that makes sense. So, okay, let me put it this way. You know how Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws and, I think, what was the other game? Far Cry 6? Those were all on Ubisoft Plus, right? Well, even though PlayStation Extra and Premium, I think, get you Ubisoft games through that Plus service, you don't get the new day one games there. It's only a specific selection that they allow you to get there. So, Ubisoft Plus Classic, that's what it was. Thank you, Richard. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the EA Play stuff on PC is that your achievements don't sync. That's the part but that's more about the Xbox app just being dog shit, honestly. I really hate the Xbox app, dude. Did they drop Game Pass standard? That's what I'm trying to find out. People were saying that it is there, but then I'm seeing others saying that it's not, so I have no fucking clue. I guess I can load up my Xbox and find out. Actually, no, hold on. Hold on, chat. Ah! Where's my fucking... There it is. Hold on. I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna load up my Xbox and check. Hold on. Let's see. Because generally, let's be honest, it's better for us to actually do some actual self-checking, right? If I have the system, I might as well fucking check. Okay, let's see. Game Pass. It just brought me back to the home menu. Sick. Alright. Alright, great start. I don't see why I don't fucking load this thing up anymore. Why can't I see the actual subscription service? Do I have to actually go to fucking settings? Find this shit, dude. Count. No. System, no. What the fuck? Where the fuck is this shit? Dude, I fucking hate the Xbox layout, too. I fucking hate it. It's so fucking awful. Subscriptions, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so there's Game Pass Core for $9.99 a month. 25 games on console, online multiplayer, deals and discounts. Game Pass Standard, so it does exist. It's $5 more. Hundreds of high-quality games on console, not all of them. Online multiplayer and membership deals. And then Ultimate, which is $10 from Core, gives you... So yeah, there is Standard. So Standard does still exist. And PS Plus charges $116, hasn't bitched once. True! Hello, check the group chat. Alright, hold on. Wait, what's going on here? No fucking shot! Okay, chat. Chat! We're taking a detour! We're taking a fucking detour! Copy. Paste. We're taking a fucking detour, chat, because Delta just... Oh, we got it. We have to see this. We have to see this. Oh, how fortuitous! "11 minutes of this shit. Okay. Guys. Puerto Rock put out a new video. Xbox custom consoles are done. Microsoft and AMD confirmed the end. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Alright, let's get this shit on the screen, boys. Videos downloaded. Media source. Actually, no, I don't need to fucking do that. I can just fucking change this one. We're done with this idiot, so. Alright, boys. So, it's funny you say that, Glorious Kev. I have the article here. So, we're gonna simultaneously check it.
Grand opening, grand closing.
What the fuck was that? What? I don't... I don't... what? Why is his intro like that? Yes, the confirming a console means no more consoles. What? In fact, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna... Boop. Boop. Before we do this video, I think it's important. I think it's very important that we... No, not that. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. What the fuck's the thing? Oh, I need window capture. That's what I need. That's what I need. Window capture. Here we go. That. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. We're going to go through it, chat. We're going to go through it, alright? Before we do the Puerto Rock video, we're going to actually read this fucking article, okay? I think that's fair, right? Let's get some actual context. Okay. Per IGN, Microsoft confirms first-party next-generation Xbox consoles, announces deal with AMD, and promises full backwards compatibility with your existing library. Next-level performance, cutting-edge graphics, breakthrough gameplay, and unmatched compatibility. So already we're off to a great start. I don't know, Puerto! I don't know, man! Also, holy shit, shout out to 46 people watching right now. Holy fuck, I didn't even fucking check. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Okay. Microsoft has announced a partnership with AMD to power the next generation of Xbox, including its first-party future Xbox consoles. Quote, announcing that we're building the next generation of Xbox first-party devices and cloud, including our future Xbox consoles, together with AMD. I'm going to highlight that. Together with AMD. Microsoft said in a statement published online. Microsoft failed to detail its plans. Of course, I think it's just too early to talk about specifics. But it did promise next level performance, cutting edge graphics, breakthrough gameplay, blah 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 blah. It also said everything it's working on will be fully compatible with users' existing Xbox game library. We're not even halfway through this article, and it's already debunked probably everything that Puerto was going to bring up in his fucking video. We established a strategic multi-year agreement with AMD. A strategic multi-year agreement with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next-generation Xbox consoles, Microsoft said. Together, we're delivering deeper visual quality, immersive gameplay, and AI-powered experiences. Grounded in a platform designed for players, not tied to a single store or device, and fully compatible with your existing Xbox game library. In the video, Xbox President Sarah Bond said Microsoft was investing in our next-generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. The news confirms Microsoft's plan to release another Xbox home console as well as the Xbox handheld. No release date was mentioned, but Bond did say, "We can't wait to show you what's next." I don't know, chat. I don't know. Hey, Juan, welcome to the stream. I don't know. Seems kind of, I don't know. All right. So, thanks to that context, we now know that Microsoft is actually partnering with AMD for the next consoles. So I can't wait to see what this moron has to say. Reminder, folks. Reminder. This guy graduated college.
All right. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers.
Fucking audio, dude. It's fucking audio.
Your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. Now, I'm going to present to you two videos, one from Sarah Bond and one from Lisa Su, CEO of AMD, back to back. Most of you's already seen the Sarah Bond one, but I think it's important to show both back to back because this pretty much emphasizes what I've been talking about when it comes to the direction Microsoft is taking in terms of gaming going.
Are you sure? You know what? You know what? You know what? I think we need Meatball Parade while we listen to him. I think we need Meatball Parade. I'm going to lower it so it's not overtaking him. But this is going to be here. Alright?
With no longer worrying about pushing for Xbox consoles, customized Xbox consoles and all that, right? But
no longer pushing for Xbox consoles or Xbox customized consoles. Chat, what did we just read? Not 5 minutes prior to this. What did we just read? Dude, there is no way you made an 11-minute video tripling down on something you're just demonstrably wrong on.
let's go into the video so we can hear what Sarah Bond says, you know, on this video, so that way we get some clarifying points, and then we're gonna go right into Lisa Su.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the...
Why didn't you just clip and edit this shit? Plastic Man couldn't make that big of a stretch. True!
games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD.
A partnership with a company that has been known to make chips for the consoles, both the Xbox and the PlayStation. I'm still not, the only thing I'm not sure about, like I said prior, is Nintendo. I actually don't know what they use. They may use something different. I honestly have no idea.
To co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next-generation Xbox consoles.
Including our next-generation Xbox consoles. Brother! Can't clip and edit on a PS5. Well, here's the thing, Lords of Poverty. He's not! He's using the mouse! So he's clearly watching this on a fucking window. I want to remind you all, the name of this video is Xbox custom consoles are done. Microsoft and AMD confirmed the end. See, here's the thing. What the fuck does that mean? I noticed he specifically put custom consoles. What the fuck does that mean? There are no custom consoles. They all follow a specific blueprint. What is he talking about? It's not like a custom built PC where someone, like, you know, does it themselves. So what the fuck is he talking about? So he has to be talking about consoles in general, right? Because even though they clearly just said, they have a partnership with AMD for the next console.
In your living room and in your hand.
Switch 2 uses custom NVIDIA Tegra T239. Really? Unless that's what he means by custom consoles, the actual chipset, but that's not the whole console. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's why it doesn't make any fucking sense. The chipset is just one aspect of a console.
Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality, and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an...
Did you hear about the OG Xbox and 360 emulator Microsoft is partnering with emulator devs to make? It's a rumor right now. Awesome and true. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like to see that.
Xbox experience, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
All right.
All right, buddy. Try to spin that.
So I want to let's get the key point in this video. Now,
I like how you skipped the part where she talks about the partnership for the next console. I like how you skipped that. Apparently, the Xenia people shut down that rumor, but I'm sure they're working on it right now with their own emulator. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I doubt they would work with actual emulator people, but they'll probably work on their own internal thing.
listen to what she says. It's going to be the #1 platform for gaming. This is important that you guys
So he thinks because she said Windows that Xbox is done? Is that going to be his point? Brother, you know what? I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm going to wait to use this point until he says the thing I know he's going to say. I'm going to wait. All right? I'm going to wait.
understand this. Listen, this is her telling you what will be the #1 platform for gaming.
A single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming.
There you go. They're going to ensure Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. That means your PC right now, your laptop, and these PC handhelds, that's the #1 platform for gaming is Windows. And this is crucial because this is...
I mean, they're saying what we've all been saying, but two, Puerto Rock, who owns Windows? Who owns Windows? Who owns Windows, Puerto Rock? And who also owns Xbox? What company owns both these products and both these industries? Not industries, whatever. I'm fucking tired. Fuck you. But you know what I mean? Microsoft! Microsoft owns Xbox. Microsoft owns Windows. And Xbox consoles, as Raging Wanderer says, uses Windows. This isn't a gotcha. Nor is this an indication that they're going to stop with Xbox consoles because, once again, in this 1 minute 18 second video you put earlier that you so conveniently skipped over, they said they're working on the next fucking console.
What I've been telling you, they're going to push Xbox console gamers away from consoles, away from what we're all used to in terms of what we call a console, PC gaming, right? Now, with this video alone, a lot of people are saying I'm reading into it wrong. That's not correct.
Yes, because you're a fucking retard, dude. You literally are. They're trying to make it competitive. From what that sounds like, if you want to take, didn't they already say that the current console is a stripped down version of Windows? Yes, I think they did, Delta. But hey, let's take that specific clip, right? That they want to make Windows #1 gaming platform, right? To me, that sounds like they want to compete against Steam as a platform, right? But the Xbox is still a brand, and Xbox is still part of that brand, and they're still making consoles which will run using that system.
That I'm just being a fanboy, right?
Yes,
But
you are.
Then let's move over. Oh,
The
you saw
fuck was
some
that?
people-
What the fuck was that? Chat, do you see why? Okay, chat, do you see why I don't do the window capture thing? That right there is why. Because I just want the videos here on my sources that I can clip to and clip on, right? Because that's nice. It helps, especially in a live stream format. But when you're fucking making a fucking video, there's no reason you have to do it this way. You lazy fuck. DaVinci is free. Shotcut is free.
Then let's move over to Lisa Su. All right.
How do you not have this set up for your video?
She released how AMD will be part of this vision. Now listen to what Lisa Su is saying.
AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay across any screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere. We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust. From the earliest days of the Xbox 360 to the most advanced consoles such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're
Okay, so what's the problem here? Literally, what is the problem here? What she just said there, Puerto Rock, because I know what you're going to say. 'Cause I saw your dumbass tweet about it. In fact, hold on. Where's that fucking tweet? Is this it? Yeah, there it is. He says they're moving away from making custom chips for Xbox consoles. That's not what she said. That's not what she said. In fact, oops, that's the wrong thing. Let's scroll back a bit and hear exactly what she said.
such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox
Uh-huh,
Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips
Yep.
for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap
Of gaming optimized chips. Away from custom chips for Xbox consoles. A full roadmap of gaming optimized chips. I don't know, buddy retard. It seems to me they're still gonna make chips for Xbox.
of gaming optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility so gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers. Together, we are building a vibrant open ecosystem that delivers the next generation of graphics and immersive gameplay powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in render.
Dude, it's the same fucking script that fucking Sarah Bond said, just slightly altered. It's the same thing. They're saying the same thing. They're just saying it in different ways. But no, Puerto Rock, this is totally in your favor, right?
From console to cloud to handheld, AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming. We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere.
Alright, let's see what fucking stupid reason he has to showcase this. I can't even say it. I'm so fucking dumbfounded. I'm so fucking stupefied by this fucking retard. Holy shit. I don't even know how to respond. I don't even know how to respond. He thinks he had a gotcha when they literally said the same thing. Reminder, this guy graduated from college. Yeah, recently too. Brother, I didn't even go to college. What the fuck is your excuse? What the fuck is your excuse for being this stupid, my guy?
Alright, now we're gonna go to a key point. What she's saying. Now listen to the key point.
Dude, this is a fucking... Now see, if I was making this video, I wouldn't be caught dead making a video as bad as this, but if I was doing it, I would link both of the videos, talk about, hey, these are the videos I'm using, but we're going to focus on these key points here, and then clip those and put them side by side. That's what I would do. Because, you know, I'm an actual content creator. So, you know, I have to put at least a little bit of effort into what I do. Not much, but a little. Just because you went to college doesn't make you smart. All it tells me is that the standards have cratered? Yeah, cratered. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely, Delta. Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't know where he went to college, but it very clearly wasn't a good one.
Lisa Sue is saying. All right, let me rewind a little bit back. All right, now listen.
not have
is a
this
key
set?
point.
Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're
All right, so now you see that it's no longer about creating customized chipsets for consoles, which is what we're traditionally used to when it comes to Xbox consoles.
Tradition-y used to. Also, what the fuck are you talking about? Let's go back. No, let's do what you do. Let's go back, Puerto Cuck. Huh? Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox. Beyond. Not moving on. Not from. Beyond. That's a very specific type of word. To designing a full roadmap of gaming optimized chips.
All right, so now you see that it's no longer about creating customized chipsets for consoles, which is what we're traditionally used to when it comes to Xbox consoles.
I'm going to go back there again. Gaming optimized chips. That still sounds custom to me!
combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're
All right. So now you see that it's no longer about creating.
Exactly, Oleander. It's an improvement rather than a replacement, basically. Exactly. Based on that statement, it sounds like they're not only going to continue making custom chips for Xbox, but also work on improving the tech for all the consoles. So chances are, the custom chips that they use now, because they're partnering with Microsoft, they'll probably have direct access to their tech. The chips that the new consoles are going to use will probably be leagues ahead of what the PS6 may have, or what the Nintendo Switch 3 may have, right? That's what it sounds like to me.
Customized chipsets for consoles, which is what we're traditionally used to when it comes to Xbox consoles. PlayStation will continue with custom.
Yeah, the price point is too much for the ROG Ally. Yeah.
Customized chips. They're gonna go with just compatible chips all across the board, which is pretty much
That's not
now.
That's not what they. Okay. Okay. I need to get Life's Beautiful on here. Okay. Let's say for a moment, right? Let's say he's right. Let's say they're no longer making custom chips that are not designed specifically for Xbox, but are working with Xbox to make them compatible with a wide range of gaming-specific chips. Why does that mean the consoles are dead? Why does that mean that the Xbox consoles are done? What, because they're more like a PC now? I got news for you. Consoles have been closed system PCs for years now. Once again, that's not what they said. That's literally not what they said.
Always been doing, right? You got PCs, you got laptops, right? All those chipsets are compatible across each other, right? So AMD's used on PCs, AMD's used on laptops. You got AMD technology in various handhelds, right? So now, this is the best strategy, not just for Microsoft, but also for AMD. This is perfect for them, right? Because why? When Microsoft creates customized consoles, right, AMD gets contracted to build these customized chipsets based on what Microsoft wants for their console, for their actual line of consoles. But the problem is their consoles don't sell. They're very poor sellers. They're devices that not a lot of people buy.
Then why would AMD partner with them here? If the consoles are selling as bad as you guys claim to be, why would they bother partnering with them? Why would they partner with a sinking ship? You know how little sense that makes? Like, dude, if someone came to me, right, from our channel, and say, hey, I want you to sponsor our fucking new game, right? Let's say the day before devs, right? But the game's been dead. Why the fuck would I take that? Yeah, apparently 30 million is bad. Yeah. Did it sell less than the 360? Sure. But as JDX the Kid points out, AMD has been making chips for everyone for years now. So the fact that they're partnering with them tells me they're not just going to still make custom chips for them, but probably the chips will be tailor-made to work effortlessly on their systems.
Just have done a poor job, for 2 generations back to back, right? Xbox One and Xbox Series generations have not been very good for console sales. And that impacts AMD's bottom line, because if the Xbox consoles are selling bad, then that means things are going bad for AMD,
Then why would... Okay. Chat, let's go down a train of thought. AMD is worried because Xbox consoles haven't been selling well. They've been selling worse and worse ever since the Xbox One era, right? Okay. So they need to do something to make Xbox more successful so that their bottom line isn't hurt, right? Okay. Why the fuck would your average person who doesn't give a shit about what chipsets consoles use or how many teraflops they have? This is tech shit that very specific small groups of people actually give a shit about. Why would them announcing this make that a much bigger change? Who at AMD would think, this will get the kids of today to buy the Xbox and save our bottom line? Hey, kids! We're making better chipsets that'll work for everyone for the Xbox. All the kid cares about is if the system plays Fortnite. Does it play Fortnite? Does it play Roblox? Alright, we're good. So why the fuck would they partner with them? Doesn't AMD have chips for the ROG Ally, ROG Ally X, non-Xbox Ones? Yes, I believe they do. Like, AMD supplies chips for a lot of places. I think the only one, as Delta said, is Nintendo, who gets helped out by NVIDIA. They're the only ones. But, hey. Let's just go. Your IT friend who considers hackers to be the greatest thing of all time would care about the chip stuff? I don't even know about that, dude. I honestly don't know. Like, I know a guy who's pretty fucking tech savvy. I don't think he gives a shit about this shit.
Produces the customized chipsets specifically for these consoles. So it's bad business for both companies, for Microsoft and for AMD, right? Microsoft realizing, hey, we just can't keep going with this hardware business. Selling consoles, no one really buying it. We're just
Yeah, even PlayStation goes to AMD. Exactly.
going to go with what is already successful and what is already common, which is PC, laptop hardware, PC handheld hardware. It's just there, right? So now, in line with the strategy with AMD, AMD is going to be able to now no longer worry about customized chipsets that ultimately is hurting them. And they'll just have chipsets for all devices, which is what they already do. This is
Then what the fuck is your point? Because they also said the Xbox console. They literally said the consoles, my guy. This changes nothing. If the Xbox consoles still sell bad, why would they bother making any chips for them? Why wouldn't they just pull out? Maybe because you're full of fucking shit.
a win-win for Microsoft and AMD. They're no longer worrying about...
Dude, we're 7 minutes at this video and he has said nothing. 7 minutes of nothing.
customized chipsets. This is pretty much pre-built PCs and PC-like devices.
You mean like consoles have been since... Dude, This is such a bizarre video. I really thought he was going to go more hard into paint on his stupid point, but he's just sort of meandering and spouting up a bunch of word salad and using a bunch of ums and ands and thens and thans and not actually talking about the point. Yeah, so by his logic, AMD shouldn't bother making chips for the Asus ROG Ally, ROG LAX, or Steam Deck. Exactly. Yeah, as like Shadow Onyx said. The PS5 Pro is also a PC, dude. It's just a pre-built closet closed system PC. But it is the PC. But how is this bad exactly? This guy doesn't understand. He just disproved his own point. Exactly! I don't get how this is bad for Xbox, or how this means Xbox consoles are done. They're clearly still supporting the Xbox consoles. In fact, funnily enough, this might work out better for Xbox. Because if they're using the same chipset across all devices, not just consoles, but PCs, laptops, handhelds, right? This could potentially also lead to better optimization. So, what the fuck is the issue here?
It's an absolute great strategy for them. This is what I have been predicting. This is what we talked about on this channel, and I made videos and podcasts,
I don't believe you for a second.
Microsoft is worrying about Windows being the main, best play.
If they're worried about Windows being the best, why would they actively make a deal where they pursue that? What? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god! What are we doing here, chat? What the fuck are we doing here, chat? Oh, Microsoft's worried that Windows will become the ultimate platform. So how about they should... Hey! Wait a minute. They're partnering with AMD to make Windows... Wait. Oh, shit. I didn't... Oh, no. Oh, I didn't think this through. Oh, no. Oh. Bro, this is... Guys, look, I'm not even tech savvy, right? I don't give a shit about teraflop this, chipset that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that shit. And even I understand that this is not a bad thing, nor does this mean the end of Xbox. Like, you are actively contradicting yourself in this video, my guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Makes you want to scream into a pillow? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does. But you want to know what's funny? We've been able to get through 7 minutes of this 11-minute video faster than we were able to get through a 6-minute Reforged video last week. I think that's really funny. I bet you right now AMD gets paid regardless of how many consoles are sold for both PS and Xbox. Yeah, exactly. They probably have residuals in place. They probably have contracts set too, where no matter what, they get paid this amount of money. That wouldn't surprise me. Because why wouldn't you? Why would you base your payment for chipsets off of the number of consoles sold? You know how stupid that sounds? Especially when you're doing it for a company as big and massive as Microsoft. You see, I bring you the content. True!
Gaming platform, right? The best platform to play games. So that's Windows. And Microsoft got that on lock. No specific trimmed down Xbox OS centric hardware based on Windows. None of that. It's 100% Windows that we all have. You know, I have a Nitro 5 gaming laptop. It's not a very good gaming laptop, but it still is a gaming laptop. It has a HD 3050, right? So technically,
What the fuck is an HD 3050, dude? Oh, an NVIDIA 3050. Jesus, dude. Seriously, a 3050?
I will get the update and I'll be able to do all that on this laptop. Many of you have much better gaming PCs and stuff that. Some of you don't even.
Is he saying that when this... Hold on, I must have misheard that. Because is he saying that with this update, his PC will perform better? Is that what he's saying, guys? Because... You know you need the new chipset, right? You know that, right? Hold on. I must have misheard that.
It's 100% Windows that we all have. You know, I have a Nitro 5 gaming laptop. It's not a very good gaming laptop, but it still is a gaming laptop. It has a HD 3050, right? So technically, I will get the update and I'll be able to do all that on this laptop. Many of you have much better gaming PCs and stuff that. So
you're just full-blown stupid, huh? And I don't mean, oh, you're ignorant about tech. No, I mean you are mentally incapable of processing information. How are you going to argue about hardware like chipsets and then say that you're a PC because they're working on... Yeah, as Richard says, you can't upgrade a gaming laptop. At least not effectively. It's not worth it. The amount of money you need to spend to do that is not worth it. Chat, help. Chat, help. Oh, my brain. Dude, this is... Alright. That's... Yeah, that's his brain. Unless it's a framework laptop. Did he say specifically what the model was? I think he did, right? Hold on. No, I don't care enough.
some of you don't even need AMD hardware. Your Intel and your Nvidia, you're going to be fine because really it's the OS that's going to get updated to do all this stuff. So even if you don't have AMD hardware, your PC right now, if you're rocking a 4090, hell, you are in great hands. If you just bought the 5090, you're in great hands, like PC gamers, whatever, right? So this is a great strategy all around. Okay, the two main group. Well, I'll put it this way: the main group, at least from business side, Microsoft and AMD wins. Right? Microsoft moves away from the console-centric, customized hardware side of the business. They are done.
No, they're not. They literally said they're still making consoles.
Money, money, money.
Black Cobra the Anwar Slayer super chatted $2. This boy ain't right in the head.
Does he really think that chipsets are software updates? Oh, so yeah, why would I buy a 4090 or a 5090? Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fucking retard. And let's be real here. If you have one of those systems, chances are your system's going to perform better than any console, regardless of whether you get this quote-unquote chipset software, hardware. I don't. Like, chipsets are physical items, dude. Right, chat? Like, aren't those are basically motherboards. What the hell is he talking about?
No longer have to report their shareholders, how their console, strategy.
Yes, they will. What are you talking? Yes, they will. Xbox is still under the same umbrella, you retard. And like both her and Sarah Bond said, they're making consoles and a handheld. What are you talking about? How are you going to make a video showing two things and fucking scrolling through to get to your point and somehow still misunderstand? Gotta download more RAM. Yeah, right?
Black Cobra the Anwar Slayer super chatted $2. How can someone be more dumber than King Fresh Skull?
Dude, yeah. I think he might actually be dumber after this. I think he might actually be dumber. I'm gonna go download some frames. BRB, boys. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Did he just not pay attention? Deadly Premonition dungeon. Its life is beautiful. Dude, I don't...
It's failing them, and they're always losing money. That's over with. So that's a win for Microsoft. For AMD, they don't have to report their shareholders that the Xbox side of producing, customized silicon is failing them.
They're AMD doesn't care because they already got paid. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's say you work at a grocery store and you struck a deal, or rather, like every store in your county gets supplied by Aquafina, right? Every other store is doing well, but for some reason, you're not moving as much Aquafina. Aquafina doesn't care because they already got paid for the shipment. The only person who cares is the storefront themselves. Why the fuck would AMD give a shit? What are you talking about? Oh my god, dude.
They don't have to do that no more. So from the
They
business
never
side,
did.
it's a win from everybody. Okay. Now, from the gamer side, you have one group that really this is a win for them through and through, and then you have another group that's like this is going to be a hard thing for them.
I don't understand. He keeps saying how every aspect of this is a win, yet his video is insinuating something that is the opposite. Does he think money spent on a game goes directly into the dev team? Probably. He probably thinks that $10 increase doesn't go into shareholders' pockets. In fact, I think that's why he developed that shit.
And they're not gonna like this, right?
Who?
Once this is actually implemented and stuff.
How? Who is not gonna like improvements to tech? What are you talking about? Oh, Microsoft and AMD are doing something that may make the next generation of hardware perform better. I hate that. Where's my micro stutters? Where's my goddamn DLSS and frame gen? Woo! Where is it? Where is it? The fuck is he talking about? Bro, shadowboxing no one, dude.
like that, right? The one
Sony, get these ponies some games ASAP. Clearly, they can't be left wanting for too long. They're getting dumber. Dude, I swear to God, yeah. I don't understand, man. You know, it really must be bliss being this stupid. You know? You don't have to worry about the finer things in life. You just kind of like go about your day. Every day seems happy. You're never sad for any reason. You know? That's gotta be nice.
one group is going to be the PC gamers, right? The people who are PC gamers,
If you're just not bringing it to the group, why'd you make that preview? You know what? Whatever.
or the people who have already transitioned to PC gaming away from consoles, or those who are on console now, but now they're ready to make the jump to PC, right? If you're in that group,
What? PC gamers are already jumped, or people who haven't made the jump but are ready to? What does that mean? Hold on.
like this, right? Once this is actually implemented and stuff like that, right? The one group is going to be the PC gamers, right? The people who are PC gamers, or the people who have already transitioned to PC gaming away from consoles, or those who are on console now, but now they're ready to make the jump to PC, right? If you're in that group, this
Okay, he says those who are. Okay, because of his fucking horrible audio, he said those who aren't on X console now.
is excellent. This is great. This is great for you guys. You're gonna love it. But if you're still an Xbox console gamer, yeah, this is gonna suck for you.
No, it's not. Because they're putting this tech directly into the new consoles, you fucking retard. You're literally creating a problem where there isn't one. Are you a fucking schizophrenic? I'm not making a joke, I'm not insulting. I'm genuinely asking, Puerto Rock, are you schizophrenic? Because I don't know how else you could just miss the fact that they're still making consoles that are going to be using this new tech.
Right? And how is it great for the PC gamers, but suck for the Xbox console gamers? Well,
Guys, he has a minute to explain this. We have been here. We have gone through 10 minutes without him actually properly explaining how this is going to suck. He has 60 seconds left. No, I'm sorry. He has 62 seconds left.
that's for another video.
We got, chat. We got! This is clickbait, chat! He has no fucking point! We got fucking got! Some bullshit, Devastator, that's what it is! Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! There's no way. No, there's a minute left.
Right? For now, what we talked about, this is great for Microsoft. This is great for AMD. They're done with customized Xbox consoles.
Let's go through that again.
console now, but now they're ready to make the jump to PC, right? If you're in that group, this is excellent. This is great. This is great for you guys. You're gonna love it. But if you're still an Xbox console gamer, yeah, this is gonna suck for you, right? And how is it great for the PC gamers, but suck for the Xbox console gamers? Well, that's for another video. All right. For now, what we talked about, this is great for Microsoft. This is great for AMD. They're done with customized Xbox consoles and they're going with the straight PC route. And all of this is going to be PC gaming and stuff, right? But to find out how this is great for PC gamers, but this gonna kind of suck for the Xbox console gamers, right? In some way, I'll make a video about that. But until then, thank you for rocking out with the channel. Thank you for...
That shit was fucking worthless, dude. That shit was fucking worthless. Holy fuck. He said nothing! You know what? I feel so bad. I feel so bad about subjecting you to that bullshit, chat. I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm gonna get a little bigger. Alright. I'm gonna show you guys what happens when you donate 50 to me from now on. You ready? Free of charge. First shot free. Because you guys, we need something better than this. So, because Alex fucking... because he fucking commissioned this from Nintendo. Oh, Christ. This is what will appear on the screen for, let's say, an hour or 2 hours. Whenever someone donates 50. You ready? Dom! Dom, I'm caked up! Dom! Dom! Dom, bring that ass over here! Fuck you, Alex. And it's gone. There you go. There's your little sneak peek. Oh my fucking god, dude. Alright. It's only been 2 hours, so I don't want to end it with that. Let's see. We got the Harmon video we could do. Because I'm going to be honest, I have no interest in finishing the MBG video. The MBG video was just boring. Actually, hold on. Hold on a second. Is there another Reforged clip we can cover? Let's have a little look-see. See. Nah, I want to save that one for a video. Oh, WWJNZ, welcome to the Crustacean Nation, my man. Oh, welcome, sir. Appreciate it. You guys want to watch another clip of Xvault coping about fucking Alex? I got that. I did see Asmon Golden Notice Reforged, yeah, which is really fucking funny. Let's see. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah? Alright, alright. We'll do another Xvault video. Oh yeah, there's another one, Alex. I mean, you may have seen this already. You may have seen this already, honestly. Because this was like yesterday. I just forgot to fucking tag you in it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But let me just get the video real quick. Okay. Close that window, close that window, close that window, minimize. Xfraud, browse, downloads, this retard. There we go. All right. Here we go. Xfraud coping about PC gamers, boys.
Let's keep going here. This is a good one here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So we have, oh no, it's Alex.
What the fuck? Why is his audio so much better? Why is his audio better from the last time? From the last one? What? Huh? Guh?
Here. This is the greatest part, right? Mr. PC elitist, Xbox refugee, grifter galore.
Here we go, baby!
Here he is. My guess concerning Doom the Dark Ages low Steam player counts is due to the requirement of needing a ray tracing capable GPU.
Yes!
Cutting out a major portion of PC users from Mo Reflections, and the current market being almost impossible to upgrade is a recipe for disaster.
Yes! He's 100% correct here. I'm going to be honest. Forcing ray tracing may have saved them a lot of time in development. I would have rather that game be delayed another 2 years for them to actually do the proper lighting. Because that shit fucking sucks. That people who don't have an RTX capable hardware may have trouble running it. Now, to be fair, I have seen people who have stated that even though they don't have an RTX capable card, they've been able to play Doom Dark Ages no problem. So it could just be, maybe that isn't the case. But the thing is, for a lot of people, they don't do that much look. They're not willing to drop $70 or maybe even $11.99 for Game Pass. Maybe they don't even want Game Pass just to see if it runs better on their hardware. This is where, I'm going to say it again, demos industry. Demos should be the fucking norm. Nice Craven to Hunt and VV posters. Yeah, so yeah, you know what? I'll end here. I'll give Xvault this over everyone else. He has good taste in posters. Good taste. See you, Light Shadow. Thanks for stopping by.
Jez actually follows up here and states, just upgrade, bro. Why does Jez say that?
Because he's making a meme. What? He's being sarcastic, dude. I have exactly one poster in my room. Just one. And it's of Pacific Rim. And it's one of the actual posters that they used. My dad worked on it.
Because that's what Alex states all the time. That's what a lot of the PC elitists state all the time.
Alex, have you ever told people just to upgrade, unironically? I don't think you did. Alex, you there? Shed some light on this. Have you ever told people just to upgrade whenever someone had a problem with high spec requirements? I don't think you did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you didn't. I don't think I've ever heard you say that. Not once. Dude, bro's just fucking lying. He's just fucking lying. What's his fucking problem, man? Xvault, what's your fucking problem, dude? Besides that lazy eye. Oh, dear God, look at that. Oh. Shazbot. That's a quite lazy eye you got over there, buddy. You might want to get that checked out by a doctor. Oh, Shazbot. Alright, moving on.
Just upgrade, it's not that big a deal, you're there. And it's true. That's what PC elitists tout, right?
Yeah, and they're fucking stupid. If a game has too high requirements for what the game is, and your response is just upgrade, then you just support bad optimization.
Sit there, you have a rig, you want this beefy, powerful rig that can do everything better than the Xbox Series X that can do everything better than the PS5 base model, the Pro
Man, it's a good thing my PC can.
model. You can do it fairly cheap even. I mean, Destin himself has come out multiple times and been like, guys, just get a PC. It's easy. You can do this around $800, $900. That's not the case. You're going to have to pay big
He's looking in two directions. One, it's impossible to sneak up on him.
money to get the most out of these games. And yes, with Doom the Dark Ages, it is requiring a lot of GPU intensive stuff. Ray tracing does pull a lot of power. Does
So what's your fucking problem here?
require a lot of guts and hardware in order to pull that off. But again, you signed up for it. You want to be PC elitist. The moniker is you sit there and you can afford the PC ecosystem. You can.
He's never been a PC elitist. He's always fought for the fucking consumer, and the idea that a lot of companies just use piss poor optimization stuff like fucking DLSS and FSR and frame gen to hide the fact that they didn't optimize their game across a wide range of parts, especially when they can run in those systems. What the fuck are you talking about?
Money, money, money.
Oh!
WWJNZ super chatted $2. Xballs is salty AF cause PC butter.
True! PC is butter.
Afford to upgrade. You can afford to play all these games at 120 to 240 FPS. You can play it with max ray tracing, shadows, yada yada. That's what you guys all tout, but here we have.
No. No. That's a very small sector of PC gamers. What we tout is the freedom that PC gives us, the ability to tool the experience to our liking, adjust the graphics as need be, the open market of multiple storefronts, like Steam, like GOG. Hell, I don't like it, but even fucking the Epic Game Store. We have key sites we can use that we can get games for cheaper. We have better deals more frequently than consoles do. We don't have to pay for online. That is the things that PC gamers talk about. The people who tout about only having the highest tier stuff are fucking tourists, in my opinion, and don't actually give a shit. They just like having the shiniest thing. They're children with a new toy.
You know, it's not a great idea. It's not smart to shut out all these PC users. Wait a minute, Alex. I thought, and yes, Astro's going to clip this, but I thought most PC players were going to go ahead and have the capable rigs to do all this stuff. I mean, there shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. There's all these things that you can.
We're talking about a consumer, dude. I have a 4060. Doom ran fine on my PC. Alex, how did it run for you? I don't remember if you ever talked about the X performance for your rig, but it probably ran fine for you too, right? But the point we make about this stuff, Xvault, has nothing to do with whether we can run it right. We're talking about the community. Because we care about people playing. When a game is good, we want as many people to play it as possible. Can you imagine if Expedition 33 was limited because it required an RTX hardware? That would suck. Because that's a great fucking game, and the more people to play it, the better. Pretty made without upscaling? Fair enough. It blows, dude. This blows my fucking mind. Fanboys cannot understand the idea of caring about your fellow gamer.
Sit there and tweak for hours before you even fire up the game, but that's okay. But now we're seeing that
tweak for hours. It takes 2 minutes. Xvault, you know what I do when I buy a new game and I'm not sure how it's gonna run? You know what I do? I go into settings and I tweak the following. I turn off motion blur. I turn off depth of field. I lower shadows to medium. I lower glow illumination to medium, and then I go. 9 times out of 10, my shit runs perfectly. He looks like a depressed Matt McMuscles. That's an insult to Matt McMuscles. Dude's way smarter than this guy.
reality that.
And he makes engaging content, unlike this cretin.
That illusion crumble a little bit, really. And a lot of folks actually don't have those high-end PC rigs like they were thinking. So as time goes on and on and on, and
brother, your consoles can barely handle fucking their own games. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Final Fantasy 16 drops to 720p to performance mode on both consoles. Meanwhile, on my PC, I got that shit running at a lock 60 on high settings. And my PC's not even that much stronger. It's like slightly above. How does it feel?
The next consoles come out, they're going to be closer and closer to PCs, and still an easier method of...
Only turn on motion blur if you run below 45 FPS. Exactly! Motion blur is designed to hide the stutteriness of lower FPS. That's why so many games that run locked at 30 back in the day had high amounts of motion blur. That's the only time I will even consider it. But generally, I'm not playing games that run at 30.
A plug and play and still getting the most out of those systems. But again, let these false elitists here go ahead and tell you that PC is the way to go for everybody. Yeah.
PC is the way to go. You just have to know what you're getting into and know what games you want to play. A developer not wanting to take years to do baked-in lighting and because ray tracing makes it easier does not mean, oh, therefore all of PC gaming is worse. You're just wrong and retarded and gay and dumb.
And if it's your cup of tea, you got the money and you want to tweak and do all that stuff, by all means, go do that. But if not, you got some reality setting in here because these games that are going to continue to come out are also going to be really GPU intensive and really heavy in that regard. So
only at the poorly optimized.
So just an FYI, but again, we got the talking head and grifter.
Then those developers should probably go back to the drawing board and stop using Unreal Engine 5. Because see, that's the thing. Oh, I've been Chiefin. Welcome to the Crustacean Nation, my man. Hope to see you in the Discord. What the fuck was my point? Right. Look. Unreal Engine can be utilized and can be optimized well. The problem with it is that it takes a lot of time. And the reason why developers use Unreal Engine 5 is because they can get people that it's easy to learn firsthand, right? But it's not easy to optimize for. So that takes time, and developers don't have that. So what happens a lot of time is you just hire people who are new to the scene, right? Or don't have much experience, but can learn Unreal pretty easily. But by doing that, because they don't have a lot of time with it, or don't have years working with the engine, guess what? It's going to come out unoptimized. That is not the fault of the PC gamers and their hardware. That is the fault of the developer. This is the same people who think GTA 6 will run at 60 FPS when it comes out next year? Exactly. Dude, that's fucking, yeah. That shit's not hitting 60 FPS.
WWJNZ super chatted $2.
Oh!
Xvault is AC Pap salesman worst nightmare.
True! Like, dude, like, in terms of, like, Unreal Engine games, that's the end of the video, by the way. Let me see. So I'm trying to think of the ones that actually ran well. 5. Like, because 4 is now at that place where games do run well with it. Stellar Blade and Liza P, most famously, both were made on Unreal Engine 4, right? But there's Marvel Rivals, but that game ran bad for a lot of people. I didn't have that issue personally, but I know a lot of people did, so I'm not going to count that, right? Silent Hill 2 had a lot of problems as well, so nope, that doesn't work. What the fuck even was that? I'm looking on my Steam, but I don't even think I have many, like, installed, actually. Persona 3 Reload, I guess no. Was Reload Unreal 4 or Unreal 5? Because that shit runs really good on my Steam Deck. That's like a lock 60, but I don't know if I think that runs on Unreal 4, right? Also, most devs are treated like shit. True! Is Power World UE5? Oh! The Hunt Showdown recently moved. 4, that's what I thought. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong had issues too. Exactly. Dude, yeah, Fortnite's the only one, but I think that's because those devs probably spent time working on it before they moved it to Unreal 5, right? Because the Fortnite devs have the ability to do so because of how successful that game is, right? So that's like what? 1? Yeah, Power World runs like shit for me, so if Power World is Unreal 5, that makes sense. Riven 2024 remake uses Unreal Engine 5, yet the game's verified on Steam Deck and even runs on MetaQuest 2. Yeah. Oh! Oblivion remaster. That runs on Unreal 5. Runs like fucking shit. And because Fortnite is optimized for phones. True! So no, Xvault, it's not on the gamers or their hardware. It's on the developers being forced to use a fucking engine that they clearly don't have time to learn. Okay. That went by faster than expected. I want to do one more video. I'm going to grab... Hold on. That's true. Epic Games also made... Yeah, you're right. You're super right, Blast. Yeah. So that's a big advantage. But that also furthers the point, right? That, oh, they need to... It takes time to learn how to optimize properly on UE5. What was that? Immortals of Avium. Immortals of Avium was also Unreal Engine 5. But on console, while it hit 60 FPS, it had really bad FSR and was incredibly blurry all the time. Okay, here we go. We're going to get Reforged defending Sony buying WB Games because of his rewards. Let's do this. Ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-ba. Do-do-do-do. I really should have music on in the background. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not surprised News Patch did. I'm really not surprised. It's depressing, but I'm really not surprised at all. We'll change this Reforge one, because... Here we go. Alright, here we go.
I don't want Sony to buy WB
Why is it so
games
tiny?
either. I don't want Microsoft to buy them either. Enough of this purchasing crap. Here's the problem, Green Ninja. These companies have put themselves into bad spots, and a lot of them need what is essentially a bailout. Whether it...
Fuck them! I don't give a shit they need a bailout. Fuck them! Listen, David Zaslav drove Warner Brothers into the ground. He shouldn't get a bailout for that. Fuck that. He's such a corporate simp. 10 seconds in, chat. 10 seconds in! That's all it took! That's all it took! And we already paused. Yeah, CryEngine is actually surprisingly good now. Like, I think, Isn't Kingdom Come 2 on CryEngine? That shit runs really fucking good.
You know, Ubisoft is staring down the barrel of that as well, and they may end up in the arms of Tencent. They kind of already are in the beginning stages of that sweet embrace.
I mean, they already are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said they're already getting ready to splinter, while keeping their, like, I think their plan is they're gonna start selling off their smaller stuff and keep focusing on their key franchises like Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, Far Cry, and I forget what the fourth one was. I think Tom Clancy.
Which won't be good for us.
I mean, it's not good now, honestly. It's not good now, dude. Ubisoft has been misfiring for years, and the one game they put out last year that is good, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, fails because everyone was expecting it to be shit because of how bad their reputation is. That game's actually good, and it fucking failed, and it saddens me, man. Is Tom Clancy being sold? Dude, if they're selling Tom Clancy, that's crazy.
It won't be good.
Yeah, it's
for a lot
Fortune's
of people
Delight.
working at Ubisoft. It's the lesser of all evils. I mean that. Like Tencent, Embracer, 2K, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. I don't want any of them buying anybody. The only company that, like, I'm not super bothered by if they buy something like that is PlayStation, because...
Are you retarded? No, seriously, are you retarded? Do you know how big... Okay, so first things first, once again, another idiot who doesn't seem to understand what the rumor actually is. Because once again, it's a rumor. None of it's been confirmed yet. The rumor is that Sony's looking to buy assets from Warner Brothers. Not Warner Brothers themselves. But even if they were... Dude, Sony doesn't have the money to buy Warner Brothers. Do you know how many things they own? Do you know how many properties and IPs that they own? And how big those properties are? Sony can't afford it. Straight up, I'm going to tell you right now, Sony cannot afford to buy the entirety of Warner Brothers. Even as they're crashing and burning right now. They have way too much. DC alone, dude. See, that's the question, Censored. Is it studios or is it IPs? We don't know because the rumor is probably a crock of fucking shit.
Of their history with studios like Insomniac and Housemarque. Now, what happened with Firewalk was crap.
Does he think that Warner Brothers is as small as Housemarque? How many people make up Housemarque? Housemarque has over 110 employees, according to 2 years ago. Brother, you think Warner Brothers is equivalent to Housemarque? Are you fucking stupid? I mean, I know the answer. You are stupid, but... So, Ubisoft put all their big titles, Tom Clancy, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Prince of Persia, into a shell company partially owned by Ubisoft and Tencent. So when Ubisoft burns down, Tencent will own those IPs. That's what I was hearing. Thank you. I knew there was something going on with that. I hope NetherRealm will be okay. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit if NetherRealm crashes and burns. Their last couple of games have been ass, man.
But it's like, in general, they have a better track record of...
What the fuck? What happened to the audio? Was that me?
Like, I'm not super bothered by if they buy something like that is PlayStation because of their history with studios like Insomniac and Housemarque.
Dude. What about Firewalk? As you're about to cope about right now.
Now, what happened with Firewalk was crap. But it's like, in general, they have...
How about all of the live service stuff they tried to push and canceled? You really think they're the best? Also, as Sensor brings up, they're one of the biggest media groups in the world. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. As of June 18th, 2025, Warner Bros. Discovery has a market cap or net worth of $26.15 billion. Its market cap has increased by 28.12% in 1 year.
A better track record of studios growing under their ownership. And not just growing.
Oh my god, he moved so far away from the mic, his voice, his audio went down. That's what fucking happened. Dude, come on! Manage your fucking audio levels, dude!
But delivering games that get nominated for awards.
Brother, every company has made games that were nominated for awards. What the fuck are you talking? That's not what argument. What kind of argument is that? What are you talking about? Yeah, Japan Studio, London Studio, Firewalk, probably others we're not thinking of. Dude, I thought it was my headphones did that. Yeah, no, yeah, same. More like retard gaming. Oh my god, dude, this guy's a fucking moron. Like, I don't even think my mic goes that loud when I walk away. Hold on, let's test it. Chat, how bad do I sound? I'm going further and further away from the mic. How long until I get to the point where Reforge is? I'm literally at the other side of my goddamn room. According to the levels, it didn't go down that bad. Didn't Ben's studio get ignored for Days Gone 2? Get made to do now cancel live action shows, now facing layoffs? So you got that half right. Ben Studios didn't want to make Days Gone 2 because the director of that game is a certified crazy person, an asshole. And he was a piece of shit during the development and abused the staff. So, like, none of them want to ever even touch the IP. Which sucks, because I actually did like Days Gone. It's not the best thing ever, but I actually enjoyed it for what it was. Like Zombie Far Cry, which I like. It also leagues better than Last of Us 2, but hey.
That there's nothing about that that's driven by fandom. It's just
What the fuck are you talking about? You just gave the exact stuff. What are you talking about? Look at how this company handles these two studios. Ignore the other bad ones though. Ignore the other bad ones. They don't count. No. But they get awards, guys. Because that's what matters when it comes to making games. Recognition and fame. Not passion, not care. Yeah, Helldivers was almost killed by Sony. Yeah, it really was. Thank God it wasn't. That dude, Helldivers 2 is so fucking good. God, I love that game so much. Alex, if you're still there, one of these Salt Shaker nights, if there's just 4 of us, we gotta do Helldivers. Oh, we gotta do Helldivers. I can't believe we didn't think about that earlier.
Observation of quality and business structure. Really,
Concord was quality? The 10 canceled live service games were quality? I'm gonna shower, but yes. Crap, your mic sound is better because he's probably not in that mic sweet spot. IRC, the mic pointing at, should be pointing at his face. Yeah. I don't... No, wait, you're right. Sideways. What? Wait a sec. Well, okay. Because I have a shitty Blue Yeti. Oh, excuse me. I have a shitty Blue Yeti that a friend gave me because he didn't need it anymore. Literally just didn't need it. Like, hey, take this. I'm like, all right. Right? But, like... Dude, it's not hard to figure out this shit. And here's the thing. I know sometimes, like, when it comes to audio mixing, sometimes that can happen. Where, like, going away from the mic results in a less clear image, but being close to it makes for a higher quality, right? Which is probably what he wants. But here's the thing. If you know that, don't move away from the mic. You know? Yeah, I use a crappy Blue Yeti. Yeah.
You've purchased studios. They've grown under your ownership, whether it's Guerrilla, grown, expanded, Insomniac, grown, expanded, like all these people grown, expanded. Now, there's been some layoffs here and there, but nothing compared to Microsoft. Not even...
Three months ago, PlayStation has closed 5 studios, 7 if you count Ballistic Moon and Deviation Games, which are working exclusively with PlayStation. Sony Interactive Entertainment has laid off 1,568 employees across multiple divisions, with the largest job cuts occurring between 2023 and 2024. Bungie, which Sony acquired for $3.6 billion in 2022, faced unexpected financial setbacks. The price, by the way, was designed to keep player retention. Laid off over 100 employees. Now, here's the thing. Technically, he is correct in that Microsoft has laid off more, right? They definitely have laid off more. However, so right here, Microsoft layoffs over 20,000 jobs lost in 4 years. That's a lot. That's absolutely a lot. But here's the thing. Microsoft is a bigger company. And just because one company laid off more doesn't mean, oh, that means this company that's also laying off people is okay. No! They're both shit.
It's not even in the same ballpark. It's not even the same ballpark.
That's
as far as
irrelevant.
how many people have been laid off?
Sony still laid people off and closed studios, dude.
With what, ABK? I don't know how many it was that 1 year. And then now Microsoft as a corporation is going to be doing more very soon. That's not the corporation you want to just grab another,
Yeah, I don't want Microsoft to buy them either, but I also don't want Sony to buy them. I'm going to be honest. I think the best outcome for this, for WB, would be for the board of directors to fire David Zaslav. Fire him and get someone else in charge. Because he is driving that entire group into the ground. I don't know what the fuck his problem is, but he seems to hate everything that Warner Brothers owns. Yeah, as Ivan Chiefin says, Microsoft is the second biggest tech company in the world. So yeah, naturally they're going to have more layoffs.
Another studio, grab another group of studios. You don't want that.
Warner Brothers is not a studio, dude. They're a megacorp.
And Microsoft doesn't treat. I don't think Microsoft treats the devs well. I think the devs have to operate under very stupid restrictions.
Okay, but we're not talking about developers. We're talking about a media group that has multiple branches. How do you not understand this? Zaslav's from Discovery? Oh my god, that makes perfect sense now. Oh my god, that makes perfect sense. Holy shit, dude. Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, exactly, as Alex says. They're a publisher, similar to ABK.
Contract policies being the main one.
Him saying he's okay with this and not ABK is a hypocritical take. True! It's almost as if Sony bad, Xbox good. Wait, other way around. Fuck! Who cares?
Sony getting WB makes sense because the IP, like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Mortal Kombat. Sony's in the movie market. Yeah, they're probably salivating over that property. I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger, though, because the source on it is not reliable. So,
well, at least he admits that. At least he admits the source is not reliable. He at least admits that much. Thank God. But seriously, dude, Sony's not good for this. And here's the thing. He's not saying Sony. He's saying PlayStation, which is a subsidiary of Sony. Like, PlayStation doesn't have a handle in Sony's movie business, you know? This fucking guy, dude.
What about Deviation Games? They bought and closed them too. Again, you've got Deviation and Firewalk. I don't even know the story behind Deviation. I don't know what happened there. But again, I think
they still bought them and then closed them without them releasing the game. It doesn't matter, dude. Hello, Manx! Yeah, that's what Argonaut says. I don't want the folks behind Madam Web and Morbius anywhere near those properties. Exactly. Sony's movie division, they may be in movies, but they're not good at it. Venom was only funny. It was only, like, decent and entertaining, despite how bad it was. Venom, for some reason, hit that good sweet spot, you know? But every other movie was fucking trash. And you want them handling DC properties? No. Especially because James Gunn now just got into the handle, and we're going to start seeing what his vision of DC is like. That's also why, dude, that's also why this rumor's full of shit. Yeah, they couldn't buy Katakawa. How would they buy WB? Exactly, Blast. Exactly. 100%.
if you're comparing track records and game delivery, I just think PlayStation does a better job.
Cool, but once again, we're not talking about developers, you fucking retard.
I think they do. I think they do a better job. I think WB dovetails with them better because they're not just in gaming, they're in the entertainment business as well.
But their entertainment side sucks and is fucking bad, is up there with one of the worst? What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, even with Into and Across the Spider-Verse, I've achieved, because those are good movies. Think about the shit show that's going on with Part 2. Massive crunch shit, fucking the fucking writers and voice actor strikes. I've been fucking that movie up. Like, the animation's not even close to being done because of the handling of that movie. That's right, they made the Emoji Movie. Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know. It just is a better... Listen, somebody... We're entertaining the idea that somebody has to buy them. Why should it be somebody else? See, what will happen is people will say, There goes Reforge again, being a pony. He wants PlayStation. PlayStation buy it good. Other people buy it bad.
That's literally what you've been saying these last 3 minutes. So yeah.
I've never said that.
You literally did. You quite literally did, actually. You quite literally said if I want anyone to buy them, it should be PlayStation. And then you went on to make a tout about how like Microsoft is Microsoft lay off. They don't treat their developers well, even though I have no proof or anything about that. Nor do I have proof that PlayStation treats their studios well either, because, all the fucking live service shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, this fucking guy, he just doesn't... He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to himself. He doesn't think about what he's gonna say. Holy shit, dude, this guy's a moron.
The false summary of my position.
No, it's not.
It's the lesser of all evils.
So you do want it then?
I would prefer it to stay unpurchased by a large company. I would prefer that.
If that's your statement, you should start with that. That's not what you've been saying. You had one line in the last 3 minutes about lesser of all evils. Then you went on to cope about how, oh no, Xbox treats their developers bad. They don't get awards, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry that my retention is better than yours. I can actually remember what happened, like, prior. This earns the gold medal of mental gymnastics. Yeah, and I hate the lesser of all evils argument, dude. I fucking hate that shit. I always hated that argument. Such a fucking worthless argument to justify bullshit. Oh, it's a list of two evils, and I'm not gonna fucking go for either of them. I don't care.
Sony did not buy Deviation. That's a lie. He's misinformed.
Really?
He's never owned Deviation games.
Is that true? Hold on. So I thought they did. Who owned Deviation games? I'm actually curious now. They were backed. Yeah, he's wrong. Yeah. It was founded in 2020 by Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell, former veterans of Activision's Call of Duty series. In June 2021, Sony Interactive Entertainment announced its partnership with Deviation Games on an exclusive new intellectual property for the PlayStation 5. So they had a partnership. They did not own them. Wait, but then how could Sony have the... Damn, the fucking the cancellation of that game really fucked them, huh? Jesus.
Okay, well there we go. That doesn't even sound like that's accurate information. So I'm not saying if PlayStation buy good, other people buy bad. I'm saying, why would you cheer for all these other companies? The people that can write the check, okay? Think about all the people that could write the check to suddenly own
what were they going to make? I don't know, actually. I mean, if they were Call of Duty devs, it's probably going to be a COD game. Like some type of shooter, right? I don't know if we ever got confirmation on what they were making. I'm checking right now. I'm looking at the site, but I'm not seeing... They're working on a new IP that was very early in development. We still have yet to learn what that IP was, but Blundell did share a few words about the dreams of the project back in 2021. Yeah, why would you cheer for any corpo? Exactly.
Why would you want Microsoft to do it? Why?
I don't think that's what they're saying, dude. I think what they're saying is Microsoft is not a much worse choice than Sony. You're reading into this thing because you're a fucking retarded fanboy who can't understand that, yeah, I'm sorry, Sony isn't the best. They really aren't. Neither is Microsoft. Neither is Nintendo. Neither is Sony. Neither is EA. Neither is Take-Two. Neither is Ubisoft. I shouldn't have to say all these things because it should be obvious. Unless you're a fucking corporate bootlicker.
Their track record's bad. Their track record is bad. They have a terrible contract policy. Creative directors leave all the time. They ship games when they're not ready, and they've closed.
So did Sony. What are you talking about? You're honestly gonna tell me Concord was ready? You're gonna tell me that fucking Returnal with the save with the fucking frame rate issues was ready? Really? You're gonna tell me Days Gone on the PS4 was shipped ready? Do you remember what happened with Days Gone, my guy? You're gonna tell me the PC port of Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn were ready? Really? You can't be this naive. Was Spider-Man 2 ready? And Spider-Man 2 got called out super hard because Spider-Man 1 shipped fairly complete. But that's why the second one having as many bugs as it did was so jarring to people, myself included. Because what the fuck happened? And then you play the game itself and it's still not great.
Black Cobra the Noir Slayer super chatted $2. Yet Xbox have released more games this year than PS.
True!
Studios and laid people off, right? And
Halo Infinite released in a better state than all Sony and Gen. I don't agree with that at all. No, I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. Dude, Halo Infinite didn't even have a launcher slayer. It took 4 years to get Griffball. The customization... No, Sony's been fucking up this gen. Halo Infinite better than all of it? No. Abso-fucking-lutely not.
it's like, okay, well, do you want them to do that again? Tencent, Embracer, 2K, Amazon, Google... These are the companies that could write the check.
And you think Sony's among them? Brother, think about the size of the companies you just listed. Halo Infinite better than Concord? True. Looks like Concord's a piece of shit, though.
Cheer for one of them to do it. PlayStation has a better track record of buying studios.
Like the quality, not content. Once again, that is the part of it. Also fucking Halo Infinite had a really bad microstutter problem for like months. It had a really bad performance problem. I remember that on PC. I was actually really annoyed. It actually really made it hard. It was hard for me to play that game until Season 2 when they finally fixed it.
Growing the studios and delivering award-winning games. Whether it's Insomniac, Guerrilla, Housemarque. I mean, to me, they're the lesser of all the evils because they seem to be more firmly planted in...
You have to talk about the crunch culture of Sony, how crunch development of Spider-Man 2 because of Sony's deadlines, Sony was developing Wolverine and ripped apart at the same time. Yeah, that's true. Like, people were talking about how amazing Insomniac's output was for games, which was. When you look back at it, you're like, they were definitely fucking crunching. They were definitely crunching like crazy. Like, it was probably bad. I can imagine it was probably pretty... I don't know if it was... Maybe not as bad as, like... Maybe not as bad as Rockstar during Red Dead 2. Because I know that was pretty fucking bad, right? Like, Rockstar 2 was... Also, yeah, Spider-Man 2 was 0-7 to Game Awards. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But here's the thing, it got nominated. Except when a Xbox thing gets nominated, it doesn't count because it didn't win, right? True, Cracker! I come from a console perspective, so fair. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because the console side was fine. The PC side was really not good.
The idea of
fair enough.
Investing in the studio, investing in the product, delivering an award-winning piece of property.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man 2, what a banger.
Microsoft is too utilitarian. They're a software company. They build tools. They build...
He realized tools are hardware, right?
They build an OS, and they do cloud services, and they do Office, and their attitude is...
Ratchet & Clank hasn't been good since the remake happened. I'll say Rift Apart was better than the remake, but I don't know. It just kind of lacked... They lack the edge that the original PS2 ones had, you know? Like, there's something about how they handle it.
Black Cobra the Noir Slayer super chatted $2. You know what funny? Hellblade 2 won more than SM2.
Yeah, that's actually kind of depressing for me because I fucking hate Hellblade 2. That game's a piece of shit. Barely even a game, honestly. That's a fucking tech demo.
Always been fix it, ship it now, fix it later.
But funny.
W doesn't own those IPs. Harry Potter, Batman, all those licensed IP. Sony doesn't get those licenses because they purchase the studios. No, I don't know the full details of it. It's not even real.
Then why are you talking about it? What? Yeah, I agree with PlayStation Gamer. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 has the same problem that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 had. Too many villains to focus on. It really should have been either Kraven or Venom, honestly. Both of those villains are so big, and such big players in Spider-Man's roster, that having them both was not going to make either of them good. And they both got kind of fucked over. I really think, personally, I think it should have been Kraven. And you could have still had Harry doing the Agent Venom shit, but like not have the Venom shit until the Venom shit should have been the tease for 3, right? And maybe you could do Green Goblin because Venom has already been like built up, right? But I really think the main focus should have been Kraven.
Reliable source. It's that they want the WB Games slice of it.
Okay, so you do know what the actual thing is about. Okay, whatever. Holy fuck, dude. Oh, man. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:19. Jesus. Alright, chat. I think we're going to call it there. We got through, what? 4 videos today? Hey, pretty good. Way better than last week, right? Oh, man. Anyway, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I always appreciate you guys hanging out. Seriously, though, shout out to fucking, wow, 37 people by the end of this. It's fucking sick. Tomorrow's video, I'm probably going to be covering, I'm probably going to do a response video to Reforge coping about his Elden Ring video doing badly. Because I was waiting to see if there's any news coming out, but there's not really anything worth talking about. I mean, there is the Borderlands stuff, but I don't know if I really feel like talking about it. It's kind of old news now, you know? So, where's the Discord link? Okay. Hold on. Let me grab it. So, if you go to the channel, if you go to the actual channel tab on YouTube, you should see a section called Membership. The Discord link should be there. There should be a pinned comment that should be there. Cause wait, is there? Wait, where the fuck? Oh yeah, there it is. Discord access. Yeah. Yeah, there should be a thing. Yeah, there should be a thing called Discord access next to loyalty badges. You click on that, then you'll see a link at the bottom, and that's how you get in. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video, and tomorrow night for Salt Chick, because we're gonna play Splatoon 3. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, y'all have a good night. All right.
I'm a silly little crab, scuttling around in the white hot sand. Life on a beach, it's simple and plain, so why goddamn games, but these mouth-breathing morons gotta have their way. If that's what you want, then that's fine by me. I'll start making bank off of your idiocy. Oh, these fanboys, they're gonna be the death of me. Oh, these fanboys, they're gonna be the death of me. Seriously, there's something wrong with you people. No grown-ass adults should be unironically participating in console wars. Seriously, do the world a favor and jump into an electric fence.